Is it? This is for the audience. That's fair. It's well, oops. Is that a threat or a promise? Yeah, just fisticuffs, long distance on Twitch. That's exactly what it is. Yep, So, I would be honest, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing right now. Because I did add stuff. Let it be known. Wait, can you not hear everyone else? Am I just talking about hold on. No, I am looking at sound right. Are you kidding me? Are you No, come on, really? I'm looking at the bar, and the bar is saying that you are being heard. You can't. Are you kidding me? You can't. I'm looking. What? No, you're kidding me, really? Is that? Oh my god! Hold on! 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 You gotta be fucking kidding me! Hold on a minute! Hold on a minute! No, you're fucking kidding me. Y'all two better start saying words. No, can people hear, please? Oh. No, no sneeze talk. I am literally looking at audio. Okay, let me... It says that there is audio.
Oh.
How's this?
Audio's a liar.
Hello?
Oh, read the Communist Manifesto until Chad can hear you.
Okay,
You're looking up the Communist Manifesto.
Oh, you are heard.
What?
Hey!
Y'all are loud. Y'all are making people's ears bleed.
Didn't have to go read it.
I mean, that's not one of the tags in our stream. Communism isn't one of our tags, so.
Hey, if we get to $300 on Patreon, I'll read the Communist Manifesto.
We'll read it in the style of "Go the fuck to sleep."
No. Okay, when we hit $1,000 a month on Patreon, yes.
Can we have Can we have "Go the fuck to sleep" like read by Richard, just like for everyone?
Yes. 1, I will read "Go the fuck to sleep" as Richard. 2, I'll read the Communist Manifesto as Broseph.
Okay. Who's loud? Who is loud now?
Audio. Oh my god, 300, read it with Jared's voice. Okay, yes.
Amazing and top notch.
And so fed up.
Oh.
Yeah, I do that. I screamed and that's what was loud, but we're good now.
Oh, okay.
And I just said I do that. I'm loud.
Okay, so again, I have no idea what the fuck we're doing today. But
show people the wiki. Well, look at all this hard work you put into it.
Yeah, look at it. Look at it with your eyes.
Yeah,
look at it with your eyes.
Yeah, hard worky on the wiki.
Hard worky on the hard wiki, is that what you were trying to say?
Wiki, Nessa, I'ma be real with you. The wiki's real flaccid right now.
Oh God.
Wiki, real soft.
Oh, the lip wiki.
God fucking damn it. Anywho'sen, yeah, this is the wiki so far. And yes, if you can see, well, you can't see the top, so you can't see the things I'm stealing from. But anyway, yeah, this is what it looks like right now. I want to. It's okay to have flaccid wikis. Thank you, Shusho. I appreciate it. We're adding some stuff. I want to make it look prettier, but I don't know how to code that well. I know how to add basic things, and that's about it. So we have all of our current campaigns that are either in the process of going or have been gone, been done,
Bye-bye.
run, are here. And if you click them, wow, surprise, surprise, it's a picture. If you click the
Hey.
link, however, it takes you to the page.
Hey.
So,
Tasty.
what you can see here, like if you're logged in, you're gonna see that there's red stuff everywhere. The red stuff are the pages that I have put in brackets to show that they will be linked to a page of information at some point. But as of right now, none of those red words have pages. So you're going to see a lot of red words because there's a lot of pages that are missing currently. All of the yellow ones means that they are linked to a page that has been created, or in the case of Twitch and YouTube, if you click them. Wow, look. It's probably going to be us.
Is it gonna be you?
No, it's a commercial for Uber Eats. But then it will be us.
Look at all that Shusho in the chat.
There's a lot of Shusho in the chat. Same with YouTube. So for each of the campaign pages, if you click on it, it will take you to Thesperience Productions. But I'm in the process of changing those so that they take you to direct folders and playlists.
Ooh.
I mean, I can actually do that right now. I can do that right now.
Hey.
Look at it. Jason in action.
Yeah, see me doing stuff. Also, I have
You do.
no idea when I took this screenshot, so.
Yeah, I am trying to remember that screenshot. I'm with the pose. I'm assuming I'm either Thespis or a Dwyer.
Maybe.
That's my
I'm not
assumption.
sure. Okay, view playlist. Share. Yeah, copy.
So, what all do we have going on right now? We are busy with our kind of reawakening, I guess is the best thing to call it.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought you were gonna say lives.
Oh,
We're kind of busy. I mean, because we are. We're kind of we're living it. We're living our truth. I don't know.
it's true. At least we're trying to anyway. Gosh darn it.
It
Yeah,
sounds like
we're
you're going to come out again. Living your truth. For you see,
In case nobody picked up on it, I know that I haven't been the most open
Yeah, you're
about it.
I haven't been the most open. Yeah.
I might be I know this will be a shock, so everyone brace yourselves. I'm
A podcaster? Oh God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't see the
a
signs.
podcaster.
I didn't see the signs. What do I refer to you as? A content creator?
Is this because we didn't love you enough?
You had to go and make a podcast?
Seek love from strangers on the internet via parasocial
Oh Jesus.
relationships.
Jeebies.
God.
That's funny.
Fun fact, that's something my dad asked me after he found out I was dating Cass.
What?
What?
Is this because me and your mom didn't love you enough?
Oh, yeah.
Yikes. Hold on. What's your dad's name so I can refer to him by his first name only, like I'm always disappointed?
He's a Robert.
Oh,
Rob.
okay. Rob.
Yeah, Rob, let's just put it this way. Rob doesn't like me.
All right, Bobbert.
Bobbert.
Oh, I'm going to call him Bobbert now. Like, I do the same thing with Olivia's dad. Like, Olivia's dad, great. Love the guy. But always, I'm just like, Michael.
Yeah. Oh, Michael.
Oh, Michael.
That's fair.
That's also one of those, like, good names for it, too. Oh, Michael.
Oh, Michael. Come on, Michael.
Oh, my gosh.
Like, oh, boy. I also
Sorry,
like looking at the little approximately 4 hours because who the fuck knows what we're gonna do. It's great.
I was about to say, so you're just going and putting in the YouTube links at the moment?
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
not
just putting in
just.
I'm linking the playlists, the YouTube playlists, because right now it's just specifically linked to the YouTube channel, but not to the playlist.
Oh.
So I'm going through. I have them all in order, and then you can just go to the next campaign without having to go back and click through stuff, which is really helpful.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it just says, like, this is the one you're on. This is the one that's next. So that's...
I think that's really nifty.
Yeah, and believe it or not, there's so much information on these pages. Like, it has... I made sure to put in dates that the campaign started.
Ooh.
And if it has an end date, I put when the last stream was for that campaign.
Oh, that's nice.
So, like, last aired, ongoing, because it is still going.
Yeah,
Hey.
still chugging along.
Still trucking.
Hashtag are you trucking?
Are you-
Nexilis Games.
Are you trucking? Only true Nexilis Games fans remember.
Oh, Jason, so Shusho is wondering about how they can help with the wiki.
Ooh, there are a number of ways that would be extremely helpful to me. With things like getting information for the wiki, definitely having notes would help. So if you've taken any notes on any like particular episodes, if you know what episodes those are, or if you've taken any notes about specific characters or locations or events or anything like that, that helps because then I can go in and I can make specific pages for those people or those events. Or at some point, and this is like in the way future and an ongoing thing, we were talking about the possibility of having transcripts written up for episodes. So because we do have a lot of content, it's going to take a while to go through and write up scripts and written dialogue for every single episode. So I don't know if we're going to make those documents available to the Discord server. But one of the ideas...
We could make it available to certain people. We could do invite by email.
Yeah, I mean, we could do that. But one of the ideas that we were talking about is having a Google Doc and just kind of going through it, and, you know, people can watch whenever they have a moment, and just kind of jot down dialogue in the Google Doc. And then when you kind of run out of steam and you need to take a break, just put in the timestamp so that whoever comes in after can start at that timestamp and just kind of continue through to work on transcript stuff. And eventually, when those get finished, I'll be putting those up on each of the episode pages with kind of like a Spark Notes rundown of how each episode goes. I'm heavily pulling from the organization of the Critical Role Wiki just because it's the same kind of content. It's tabletop universe stuff. So I'm going to be trying to copy the way that they organize their information to the best of my ability so that it looks, currently YouTube already has the auto captions.
I believe so.
So I mean, that could be a good start to use those as a base if they're already pre-established and then just making adjustments. Because we can adjust it for the captions themselves and just kind of copy it onto a written transcript to have like a PDF version on the wiki, which I think would be nice.
Yeah, cool. Because like I'm working on the Jar of Rebuke transcripts for, as I've been affectionately calling it, season 1.5 to include the mini-sode interlude things. And just trying to find out like all the ways that you can make it available to the public, like just where all you can post it.
Mm-hmm.
The unfortunate difference is that Jar of Rebuke episodes are like 20 minutes, while these streams are like 4 to 6 hours.
And there are a few. I need to figure out
that are longer.
I want to see what the longest episode we have is. I think it was we have an 8-hour one.
Yep.
Because we uploaded it as 2 parts.
Yes.
So that one's pretty long.
I think that was
the one shot was. I didn't put it in, but it's around
5 hours, 6 hours.
Around 5-6 hours. Lotus House we cut down a bit.
We had to because Nessa was DMing with us.
Yeah, the finale was the longest.
Which I think we'd all expected.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Clocked in, we really cut it down because we're trying to do around
3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, 3 or 4 hours.
Hi, Foster.
Hello.
Hello, we're just working on the wiki.
We're doing housekeeping stuff a little bit.
Have a good dinner with Kev.
Also, happy belated Father's Day.
Hey. To both of you.
Yeah.
Duvet dinner. Good God.
Have a good duvet. May your duvet be nice.
I don't want to know what a duvet is.
Yeah, duvet.
You don't know what a duvet is? It's a cover for a blanket that goes on your bed.
Oh, okay, that's harmless. I worried. With a name like a duvet, I was worried.
You think that me and Jason would just make a
Yes. You don't even need to finish that. Yes,
oh yeah, Nessa. After
you taking the lead.
Nessa. I was gonna say after the real estate conversation we had in the Discord server yesterday. Don't.
Listen, we've been trying to find a house and it's a wild time.
Horny for personal space.
Yeah.
I just want storage space.
I just want a cabinet.
One cabinet.
Just one cabinet. Yeah, and I think the longest Verbena episode is like 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the mini boss fight.
Because we're doing something called setting boundaries.
Well, you can see when we enact those.
Yeah.
It takes a little while, but we figured it out.
Oh yeah. I'm proud of us.
Yeah, we're doing it. I'm gonna kind of show off what I've been doing lately because I want to start getting into actively doing the content pages for places and locations and people and all of that, because I know there are a lot of fun informational bits that can be shared with those characters, and I know people in the future and now, I guess, would want to know that information of like what do characters look like, is there any artwork for them, what's their race, what's their class, what's their age, what's their height, stuff like that. So I want to start working on that. But first, first things first, locations. I've already kind of started on Nexilis, but I need to work with you, Cass, to get information about Nexilis.
Oh, I will happily sit and we can figure stuff out.
I love how I have the little drawing that Cecil made
Yeah.
of town.
It's a good town.
Yeah,
It's
so
shaped like the Ouija board doodle. The
What?
thingy that you do on the Ouija board.
Oh, the planchette?
Yeah.
oh, it does kind of look a little like a planchette.
Ah, shit.
Oh yeah, with the
See?
little Okay. I get you. Yeah,
You get my brain.
a little bit. Not
Wait,
entirely.
what? Wait, what?
No, you get my brain. You
Oh.
know it's a planchette. Jason thinks I'm nuts. but
What? No,
you
look,
get-
I can see it. I can see the planchette. Look, there's the circle that you see the letters through, and then this is the planchette.
It's more that it's in the same vein that when I'm trying to think of a song and I'll hum like 3 notes incredibly off key, and then Cass will be like, "Oh, it's this song."
I'm also really good at like from just a few notes knowing what a song is.
Oh, I do that with
But-
Olivia. So
Oh,
I get-
yeah.
it looks like a cutting board for meat. It also does look like a cutting board.
You know, I
for
do see that.
meat.
It's a charcuterie board.
It's a charcuterie
Oh.
board, the cursed charcuterie board.
You're-
So anyway,
Well, anywho's this is all these yellow words. These are all of the pages I have stuff on,
mhm.
and they look very sad. This is it. Like, this is all I got. Biography. This is going to be filled out once we have information per each episode, because this is going to be the
mhm.
information of what events occur in the town hall.
Yeah.
And,
You know what never occurred there? A proper election.
you know,
Listen,
Where's the lie?
we need that somewhere.
there's going to
on-
be, hold on. You know what I'll do for you, Nessa? For you right now. Right
Aw,
now,
for
I'll
me,
do it
just
for you.
me.
add a trivia section.
What did you think I was going to do?
Oh my god, you're amazing.
Because I know. Oh. Because there is a trivia section on the stage page where it's like,
Hey.
I think, because I put, the stage is the only known location in Nexilis where music exists.
Huh.
There is music nowhere else apart from the stage and the tavern.
You're right.
So, there you go. Trivia.
Nexilis is a wild place.
Eee.
It's kind of fucked up.
Okay, so
Of all the things that happened here.
despite the town hall being the center for Nexilis's
Seat of government.
politicians? Question mark.
Nexilis's leaders.
Nexilis's leadership.
Yeah.
There has never been a confirmed election. The only or the closest election or the closest thing to an election
Mm-hmm.
was a note from Nessa. I am tagging your page.
Oh goodness.
You don't have a page yet, but eventually you'll have a page. About one of the original runs of Welcome to Nexilis. Involving her character and Nexilis NPC.
Oh, we got a bot.
Oof.
I would love to be famous, but I'm broke.
You know, we're working on that.
Getting famous or getting not broke?
Both.
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 Okay. So I wrote, despite the town hall being the center for Nexilis's leadership, there has never been a confirmed election. The closest thing to an election was a note from Nessa Rosengrant about... Actually, I put Vanessa on your thing. Your name is gonna get deleted right now. Boom, you're gone. I'm kidding. You're
From an
coming back.
anonymous source.
That's okay, you're back. About one of the original runs of Welcome to Nexilis involving her character and Nexilis NPC Mikhail. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Cool. No biography, only trivia.
Only trivia. That's how I live my life.
Only trivia?
Only trivia. Dates, times, what are those? Only trivia.
Okay. So, Inn and Tavern, just appearance. Okay, this is the first time that music is shown to be a Nexilis and comes in the form of a boombox. According to Thespis, there had been issues with a boombox in the past that broke and had to be fixed by Hitchwire. It's implied that Richard was the one who originally procured a boombox for Thespis.
Yep.
Amazing.
God.
We love
What
that.
I love is that Richard for me is the quintessential, like I've had him for years, and for the longest time he was like my edgiest character because, you know, violent, suave, gang leader, all this and that, super high level criminal, blah blah blah. And now he's so ridiculous. Like he's still at his core the same guy. But I think it's like he's been around so long that now he just it just feels more okay to do random weird shit with him. And I'm like, you know what, honestly, him dying and becoming a vampire is the best thing that ever happened to him. Don't tell
why
him
not?
that.
It's like once you get to a point where you're like, you know, they've done a lot already. Then it's like, what more can you do?
Because seriously,
for it.
I don't think that Richard could have feasibly, because of the life he had lived before his death, I guess. If he had lived his kind of set life, I don't think a mortal lifespan would have ever given him the chance to grow or mature or like any of that. It took him being sentient and aware for like over 100 years for him to learn what introspection means.
I still don't think he's gotten it completely.
No.
But he's better than he was.
Oh, infinitely better than he was, but that's not hard. No, in Nexilis Games canon, Richard still doesn't know what introspection is, and he likely won't for a very long time. Thankfully, he's got a while.
Just need another few more lifetimes, and he might like stop and think about himself as a person.
Well, we'll try. We'll see. Might being the keyword. He's doing his best. You know, if you ask him.
That's a big question. His best?
If you ask him or Claudius, they will say yes. He's doing his best. Richard will likely claim he is in his prime, and he has said that for the last 100 and some odd years. So who the fuck is to say? I also agree he's doing his best, but his best is, you know, it's okay.
Yeah.
He's trying. Oh, heaven and hell. That's another place we should make a logo sticker for.
Oh, yeah. Well, we could, I mean, because there are locations in Aylmere. So, like, Uncharted Treasures, Aylmere's Finest, The Smithy, Heaven and Hell.
We'll just have to make, like, sticker sheets for each campaign.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're right. So it's a rustic medieval tavern furnished with wooden tables, benches, and the occasional stool.
Elmere. I miss our boys.
Yeah.
I say with an I. But gosh, I miss Baby. I know that you're using him as an NPC in the game we're playing in our home game and stuff, But like, I miss being in a party with baby. You know, like you just bring a certain level of chaos, Nessa.
Me personally, yes. Every campaign. I think what it is that I really like being a player, but I usually end up DMing. So I store all the chaotic energies for when I finally become unleashed as a player. And then it's just all there and cannot be stopped.
Good, because honestly, like, here's the thing. I think I've said this before, but I'm gonna say it again. When I first ran Welcome to Nexilis, because when I ran it on stream, that was the third time I had run Welcome to Nexilis, and it went vaguely similarly with some differences. But I remember the first time that I ran it, I had a completely other plan. There was nothing involving the library originally. I literally put the library in there because I felt like, well, it's something they'd probably build, and then hadn't expected Nessa to go in. And then she went in, and I'm like, well, that was on me. And then everyone rolled really well to find shit, and so I started pulling all the book stuff out my butt. And then when Nessa as Mikhail, because that's who she played Mikhail, Nessa decided to break into Gideon's office.
That's a natural next step, I feel.
And I realized the potential, but also, dear God, had not been expecting it.
I feel I was perfectly logical in every step I took.
Yeah. So I do love the idea. For under Richard Starr's trivia page, doesn't know what introspection means.
Has been stated multiple times on and off stream. Richard does not understand what introspection means.
So it's also kind of like, because she just said, well, that was on me. That's a really good DM mindset. It's kind of like when Nessa, she ran a game and I was playing Verlier.
I know exactly what you're going to talk about.
Yeah, because I've brought this up before. Not on stream, though, I don't think. I was playing Verlier, who was one of the Forgotten.
Yeah.
He was the cleric of Sune. And in the game, he was
just
fabulous. I was kind of inspired by Taco from the Adventure Zone, but I wanted to make him like
gayer.
Yeah, played as a gay by a gay, you know? And it was a lot of fun. And his whole thing was, oh, fashion and beauty, and everyone must look and feel wonderful, and, you know, all this. And we went into a town, and Nessa was explaining all the buildings and everything.
Look, I can break it down to, you walk in, and there's a building to your left and a building to your right. The building to the right had an NPC that was recognizable to the players and important for the next stage of the plot. And the building to the left was a fucking dress shop.
Guess where we went?
The dress shop, I want to guess.
Yes, because Verlier was captivated by the dresses and immediately went in. And so then our friends, Cecil, like everyone knows Cecil and Eli, their characters came along. Yeah, Shusho agrees. Oh, Nessa.
Yeah,
Oh, Nessa.
Yeah, that was on me. Because I had plans for like every single other building in that place. And I'm like, oh, I should just throw this place in there as a like, to fill out the town. You know, the common thing that you have in towns, a dress shop. And yeah, and I didn't plan for anything there until the players were walking in. So fun times.
Yep. We love it when players keep us on our toes.
Yeah, I feel like every time it leads to something just amazing. Because that did lead to the way, because like they had to break into a castle in essence, and the way they did it was by buying the biggest dress at the dress shop and shuffling people in like under the dress.
Because I was playing Verlier, who is a very tall Asmar, like over 6 feet something, wears platform heeled boots. And then our other players were Cecil, who was playing a tiefling, kind of shorter. And then Eli was playing a gnome, I think.
I think so, yeah.
And so the tiefling and the gnome just hid under the Asmar's dress. And they all just strut on in.
Yep.
I'm learning a lot about these games by watching Jason put in the trivia. I'm like, damn, I didn't notice that.
Yeah. The only thing not listed on the menu that y'all bought was fruit.
Huh.
We
Nothing
never
else.
did ask for a menu.
We never did ask.
No. And there was an entire menu of things that you could have purchased. And y'all picked, do you have fruit?
Did we get oatmeal too?
I guess.
I feel like
If I have to add it later, I'll add it later. I don't know.
you're good. That's
There's
how it goes.
There's a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Okay. This is specifically the Aelmir Temple. I had to make 2 separate pages because Aelmir has one and Nexilis has
Nexilis.
one.
Good old
Oh yeah, y'all
Good
can see
for
all of
hiding
my
secrets.
secrets.
Ooh.
Hey.
Actually, did I have any Heaven and Hell secrets? Oh, important times. PCs can stay at Heaven and Hell if they choose. There was another place where you guys could have stayed.
Huh.
Also, Orwin and Calliope were there, but yeah, it doesn't even really matter. I had basically Stardew times for when people would be there.
That's so good.
Me too.
We have windows open and it shut the door.
I feel that. It's not a lot about the temple.
Why do I feel like, because we were talking about possibly making like postcards from different locations. I feel like honestly Aelmir needs a whole pack of business cards
There are a
from the
lot of
different
fun
locations
places there.
Like treat it like, when you go to a very like historical small town and they have little posters with all of the different historical buildings with like a little brief description on the back. It's like that kind of style that you'd get at the visiting center.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, because we could do that for Nexilis, because you have town hall, tavern, library. We could like name some things. We have the did I say the bakery already? Anyway, and then you have like all the clocked in stuff.
Oh, this was changed. Originally, the temple was supposed to have all of the religious iconography inside of it that people brought and then left there. But I think it made more sense to just have Iolus be like, this is an empty place that no one else can use.
That does. Yeah, that'd be good for.
Like a
That'd be good for trivia.
Yeah.
Like originally it was gonna be this, but now it's that.
Does
Also,
this go
Shusha-
hand in hand with the "Can I top your husband"? Oh yeah,
Hold on.
How to top my husband pamphlet. We need that for merch.
Hold on. Okay, Shusho, you can't see it. That's the one you get in the Polycule's house.
Oh yeah, if you come to visit, you leave with a pamphlet.
I like the implication that, like, because it's also a place, like a temple-ish place, you have a pamphlet about Paylor, a pamphlet about Bahamut, or whatever.
Yep.
And then a pamphlet about how to top my husband.
How to top a mirror. It's for
Oh my
those. It's for
God.
those special passersby.
Who pay a little extra.
Wow.
Wow, we're a non-profit. Okay, this house is
Listen,
this house is a
no,
non-profit
listen,
organization.
You've got to have enough money to keep the lights on.
Yeah,
and
it's
to
called
feed
called
kids.
a donation.
Oh, well,
Also,
it's...
you have a prophet. He's called Dimitri.
I mean, well,
you're not wrong. Also, I know the chat can't see us, but I actually have my Thesperience notebook for all things like Thesperience projects.
Oh yeah, I
And
didn't have a notebook.
Shusho reminding us of the Can I Top Your Husband pamphlet. I am adding that to my little merch page.
Oh, good. You get in the house and you leave with a pamphlet or with adoption papers.
God. You could just find all kinds of stuff at the Polykill house.
Oh my God, can the Can I Top Your Husband pamphlet, can the back of it, you know, like when you have the back of a pamphlet and it has like, this charity is sponsored by, and it has the sponsors. What if it just says, this pamphlet is approved by the Church of Paylor?
Approved.
Approved? Indeed.
Goodness.
Listen, my filthy, thick ideas don't need to have any sway on actual Nexilis lore, okay?
All right.
That's just gonna be
boy.
for... All I can think of is, I think it's Hamilton. Nobody needs to know. Oh, gosh. I still need to post, I hate that this is what reminded me, but I still need to post Dimitri's death that I wrote up.
Yikes.
Because his was one of the very few that you didn't see in game.
Yeah, that's the one that goes on AO3 with a lot of tags.
A lot of content warnings.
A lot of content warnings.
Yeah.
What else do I have to put here? Appearance. Oh yeah. I get to talk about what it looks like. You know what? Actually. Because go to fucking Pinterest, baby.
Pinterest.
Oh, Pinterest. You can see all my shit. I have so much shit.
Gender.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Sidetrack. You gotta see what's in my gender, my gender Pinterest board, because it is a mood. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I gotta go all the way down because this is the order in which it happened. Okay, because it's hilarious.
Okay.
It starts 3 pictures of Lee Kwang-soo. 3 pictures. This man with a boar head, not a boar head, a bull head, rope, boats, sharp things, these pants,
Gender.
glasses,
Socks.
coffee in a can, this man, this wrestler 4 times.
Gender really is like that sometimes.
This is how I sit often.
Yeah.
This man, because he just looks amazing. He looks so fun.
Yeah, I want to hug him.
I know. Shirts. Another man with a minotaur head. 2 minotaurs. Monster, monster fuckery.
Shusho says monster gender, minotaur gender, so true.
Right. But I like this one. Life is a shipwreck, but we must not forget to sing in the lifeboats.
Okay, I love that.
I really like that quote a lot. It's so good.
I love that a lot.
Also, speaking of really goofy shirts, my dad just gave me a shirt the other day. It is the ugliest shirt I've ever seen, but I love it. I love it so much. It's got like at least 3 different colors of fabric on it. Like there's this greenish blue, and then the pocket's purple, and then like the front there's like a bluish line, then half of it's pink, and then like the whole back is like this pinkish purple. It's just so weird looking, and it has an insignia. I don't know what it's for, but it's there.
You should share pictures in the Discord to show pictures of...
Oh, I will. It's easily becoming my favorite shirt.
Photos on Instagram.
I have not put it on my body yet, but it's great. My dad came in and he was like, It was just at the laundromat. I haven't worn it in a while. It was, I don't wear it, but it's a cool shirt. And then he just set it down. He's like, you can have it. And then he walked away. And I was like, thank you, I guess. All right.
Shusha wonders, does it look like it needs an eye strain warning?
No, because it's like the color of, I don't know if you've ever had, like, they just look like the colors of Smarties.
Okay.
Where they're colorful, but they're like muted colors. So they're not eye strains, but yeah, they're pastel-y.
Okay.
It's a very fun shirt.
Gotta model it.
I sure do. He also gave me a shirt that was just a picture of a sunset, but it was like hyper saturated, and I was like, no, I can't do it.
Not this one. Not this one.
No, it's like I enjoy collecting weird shirts, hence the boat one that I'm still waiting to wear on a Verbena stream.
Please, it's such a good Verbena shirt.
I love it so much. Is built in the style of an old... The fuck is this?
An old fuck.
Yeah, an old fuck, it looks like.
That's my favorite architecture style.
Old fuck. Did you know that there was a D&D campaign that I played in college, and there was a guy who was playing a warlock, and his name was with what are they called? With accent marks.
Oh.
Okay.
It was spelled old fuck, but it was pronounced old fuck.
Oh my god.
And the whole thing was he was an old man who was pulled into the Feywild and then spat back out as a warlock, and he's absolutely off his rocker.
Oh my god. Like him and Candy. Holy shit.
It's very good.
That's amazing.
Temple is built in the style of an old...
Huh?
I don't know how to what it looks like. An old empty church. That's the style. Old empty church.
Your Shusho is taking a train next month to go visit their boys.
The boys.
Have fun. Have
Go
a
see
safe
all
trip.
the boys.
Be sure to bring snacks and drink.
One drink.
One drink.
Hydration.
You know,
Hydrate or die straight.
I'll come back to the appearance thing later, because I don't know. I'll have to re-listen to what I described it as. The temple...
Yeah.
is supposed to...
So, like, if anyone wants to help us with Nexilis games, like transcripts, we can chat over Discord, depending on the stream. Maybe you can talk to either Jason or I, honestly. And we can get that set up. I know I'm also going to be figuring out gathering the trivia that I have for wiki purposes.
Oh, come on.
A good trivia.
Yeah.
Oh, Elmir.
I love the town of Aelmir. Like, and the mystery is so fun. Oh, all right, everyone, big stretches. Big stretch. Ooh.
I felt my vertebrae shift.
Hey, I think maybe your back needed that.
Probably.
I want to go to all the Elmir characters and just shake the secrets out of them.
Well, I would love to tell you, but I don't know if Cass told you, but there's a possibility that I'll be refurbishing it for a home game.
Ooh, I would love that.
and we can play it the way that it was originally intended to be played. But I mean,
As a dating sim.
no. But I mean, if you wanted to, if you want to, that's all on you.
No, but I would love that. I really like the world of Aelmir.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I would have loved to have done with it originally. That I think would be fun for a revamp.
Yeah. So what, I think you may have answered this, but I have forgotten. What inspired Aelmir? Like the story of Another Morning in Aelmir?
I saw a TikTok.
Okay.
I saw a TikTok where somebody was saying the new what was it? Oh, it was the I have it right here. It was when they released the Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft book.
Yeah.
The guy in the TikTok mentioned that there was something in the back of the book that talks about creating your own lore or expanding on ideas of lore. So it says for Ravenloft, because it's like darker, like Strahd, vampires,
Yeah.
creatures, creepy creatures, whatever. There's a part in the book towards the back that talks about creating nightmares.
Ooh.
Because there are a bunch of different kinds of really cool monsters in Ravenloft that just kind of make it like a, you know, like creepy horror, creepy dark magic, things like that. So it talks, it's only like 3/4 of a page, but it talks about writing down different kinds of unique monsters to put in to try and scare your players or to make things unsettling, because you don't have to follow the stuff in the book. You can, you know, do your own whatever. And
Yeah.
they mention an idea that is the Bagman. And it doesn't have any stats or anything. It's not in the bestiary or anything. It's just an idea that they have in there of an example of a nightmare. And then it says here, the Bagman is an urban legend about an adventurer who sought to escape doom by abandoning his party and hiding inside of a bag of holding. When he tried to leave, though, he became lost amid a constantly increasing number of extra-dimensional storage spaces. Over time, the strange forces of this magical in-between place transformed the adventurer into a monstrous creature. Now every night, the Bagman slips out from a random bag of holding. If he doesn't find his home, he drags someone back into the bag with him, and leaves behind some trinket from his hidden kingdom of lost junk. Some say that if you speak too loudly over an open bag of holding, or whisper, "Follow my voice," into a magical storage space 3 times, the Bagman will come for you. So, it was the TikTok of the guy talking about, like, if you want to include a creepy creature for your campaign, consider including the Bagman. And I was like, huh, how can I use the Bagman as like an instigator of a mystery? Like, how can I make the Bagman something worth investigating as opposed to just like a boogeyman story?
Yeah.
So I took the idea of the adventurer that is tried to escape doom by hiding in the bag to, okay, there was this rich asshole who was exiled because he ran away from his shit and tormented the people that built his town to help him chase that high of a power trip.
Yeah.
And the bag was, in essence, his prison. And from there, it was when he would come out of the bag every night, instead of leaving a trinket, he would take one thinking it was his. Which was the whole idea where it's like, everybody's missing something, because he can travel through extra dimensional spaces and take things looking for his own things.
Just so cool.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So, and you, because I know we all kind of, at least, I can't speak for everyone, but like Nessa and I, we both had some fairly like set ideas for our characters, like, because you had quite a strong inspiration for Baby, if you care to share. Tell us about why you made Baby.
Because I played all the Yakuza games.
Because you played all the Yakuza games and there's more.
Well, yeah, because I liked, well, okay, so, Jesus Christ, well, it's kind of just, I love playing melee fighters. I just love to be able to solve problems with violence. And I really liked, like, the main protagonist of, the Yakuza series is Kiryu Kazuma. And I like him because he looks so intimidating, and he's a big old violent man. But he also cares about people, and he's very soft, and he'll help people. He just doesn't look it. And I just wanted to play with the whole, not like, never saying the right thing, but showing kindness through action, and just having those like diametrically opposed forces in one character, and make him a big old muscle man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which you then get Baby, and then all the fucking good tragedy and drama
And all this stuff with Celdis.
Oh, Celdis.
You want to tell us more about Baby and Celdis? Because the thing is, we didn't get to see Celdis a lot at all, actually, on stream. We just heard of Celdis and saw the picture of Celdis. Yeah. So we have the knowledge of what Celdis is like, because like Jason, myself, Cecil, and them, we have seen you use Celdis in home games before. But our listeners don't know what Celdis is like, or what Baby and Celdis' situation is.
Celdis is a piece of work.
Would you like to tell everyone about Celdis and Baby?
I love that. Sure. Why not?
Do it.
So, like, so both Celdis and Baby are brothers. They grew up in the same orphanage, so they're not related by blood.
Mm-hmm.
But they always like were by each other's side. Because I always made Celdis is like Baby's opposite.
Right.
As in Baby is very like disciplined and pragmatic and shows love through these very like practical actions, but also always says the wrong thing. And then Celdis is very charismatic, knows people very well, and is really able to like make people like him easily. So he has the charisma that Baby lacks. And so they end up really balancing each other out, in that like Celdis has someone who's very foundationally strong in Baby to fall back on, and Baby has someone like Celdis to almost act like a translator with the world. So that way Baby's less alone and pisses off less people. But then when they were like around 16, 17 years old, Celdis was so I didn't have this bit planned out for Aelmir, but in essence with Aelmir it was just Celdis became possessed by something, which caused him to attack Baby, which is why Baby is blind in one eye and has the scar, and then almost died. And so Celdis just left after that. And so Baby then spends pretty much the rest of his life trying to find Celdis. And since Celdis is in essence his other half, only to like find out that like, well, it's more that Baby's trying to find out like how much of it Celdis did on purpose, and how much of it was Celdis being controlled by something else. So there is also that fun like tension, like dramatic tension, and like it's also part of I like as a player, I like to give DMs something to use against my character. So like, hey, there's this option. I'm going to put just a big old blank here that you can then fill with whatever. So in essence, giving Jason the option to make Sildus like a complete asshole and
Which
driven
I
on
didn't
vengeance.
do.
Yeah,
I made him a
or if
decent. I
he's-
made him a decent guy.
You made him a decent guy.
Oopsie doopsie.
Very good.
Also, I don't know if you answered, but at what point of the character creation did you decide to name baby?
Oh God. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm very bad at naming things. Like very bad. It's either a pun or nonsense.
I was gonna say they're just puns. Looking at
One or
you,
the other.
Dr. Mal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think it was when Jason, you had sent out a form to everyone to be
I
like,
did?
hey, yeah, fill in information about your character, what you have so far and everything.
Hold on. If you're gonna say what I think you're gonna say.
I can't remember what
There
exactly
was-
I put on the form.
There was one thing that you wrote, because I asked you, one of the questions on there was, do you have any inspirations for your characters? Do you have any ideas where you want to go with your characters, character names, character personality, class and race and stuff like that? And you wrote, I kind of want to make Kazuma Kiryu, and then you said, but not make it obvious, like switch the first letters of first name and last name. And then you wrote, but then I realized they're both K.
Because I remember putting was just going to do like a goof of like, oh, I'll switch the first two letters, and then it's like, and then I put, I think you can see why that wouldn't work.
Yeah, which I'm surprised that you just left it on the form. Like, instead of just erasing it and just not putting it, but you're like, yeah, I think you can see why I can't do that.
Yeah, because I thought it was funny. And
I
did
did get a good laugh out of it. It was really good.
So,
Like
yeah, so I
Herlock
ended up-
Sholmes, but yeah, but they're both K.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I wanted to pull something like a Herlock Sholmes.
But unfortunately, with Kiryu, with Kazuma Kiryu, where they both start with K's, the best you're gonna get is Kazuma Kiryu.
Yeah, that didn't work. So I ended up, what was it? I think I ended up naming baby because I wanted something that's very diametrically opposed to like who he is as a person. It's
Sherlock Holmes.
amazing.
Herlock Holmes.
Amazing. But it's like, so I have baby who is like scarred and huge and muscly and intimidating. He's got the big old eyebrows, and I'm like, okay, and now I have to name him something fucking adorable, obviously. So I did have a hairdresser when I was younger, and her name was Baby, and like that tickled me, and so it like I just thought of that, so I'm like, should I just name this guy Baby? And then I did.
But I liked your explanation of it, like
In game.
yeah, of the like the situation.
Oh, shoot, sure, you know.
Like, but you can like, but you explained the whole like, you know, with tieflings being named after like a descriptor of them or whatever, and baby being named baby because he tends to care for and to baby others.
Yeah, it is the verb form, not the noun form.
Which I really like. I think that's super
Yay.
cool.
Yeah, not gonna lie. Figured that out after the campaign started.
I still love that. I love that a lot. Yeah, I find we were both inspired by like nerdy shit because
Yeah, where'd Oscar come from?
Oscar, so originally Oscar wasn't going to be a brown cat. They were going to be a orange cat. Because they were inspired by the Baron from the Studio Ghibli film The Cat Returns. And I wanted them to be like a very dapper, charming, very like knows what Zay needs to do and very competent, you know, a paladin of pride. And I wanted Zem to be big and fluffy because I kind of go between playing very big characters and very small characters, and there is like no in between. I will go from playing Drawult, who is my barely 5-foot drow, or Aster, who is only above 5 feet if you include the ears, as a rabbit folk, or I play them huge, like Verlier or Oscar. So they ended up having a lot of more anxiety than I planned, because just kind of how the game was going and kind of like where my head was at the time. But some of my favorite moments were honestly of Zem like having a very strong emotional response to something, and like the moments where Zay would kind of lose their composure. Divine smiting the door because they got scared of ghosts is still one of my favorites. Only to get mocked by the room.
Yeah.
Which I love that moment. And I did love the build up with the bag giving Zem their memories and Oscar being like, now everyone, we can't attack. We must remain calm and composed. We could do this. And then the moment Zay gets their memories back,
Just being anger.
They try and hit the guy, which I feel fits Zem so good. Of like, I think what I had wanted Zem to be is what Zay want to be, but they weren't there yet. Like clocked in era, I think Oscar is more chill, more calm, more settled in, is probably on anxiety medication, you know.
Or
does yoga. Or should be. Well, Aelmir Oscar should be on anxiety medication.
Oscar should.
Clocked in Oscar is on anxiety medication.
And probably prescribes it.
Yes, definitely prescribes it. And if I have it my way, we'll prescribe it to Amir. Well, I mean, I'm the DM, so...
you do whatever you want.
Yeah. But yeah, Oscar, I got the Paladin of Pride thing from a homebrew D&D book that I got. It's called the Adventuring with Pride book, and I'll see if I can find it. And I think it's like half, if not all of the proceeds go to a charity. Like a chunk of proceeds go to, I think, like the Stonewall charity. And they had a lot of really cool, different, like gay pride based adventures and classes and subclasses. And it was super cool. And I wanted to play something from it. And so I made Oscar to kind of be this like epitome of just, I view them as some shade of Ace, probably because I'm Ace, you know, so most of my characters are, but very ethically non-monogamous, like doesn't settle down, is just very much, I'm gonna love whoever wants love from me and I feel comfortable loving, and it's like all good. And Zem just like trying to share their light and stuff. And I think that's kind of why Aelmir was so frustrating and hard for Zem, because they didn't know how to help. And they were feeling lost themselves, you know, because something's going on. But yeah, in the end, Jason made it a very rewarding game to play and made Zem a very rewarding character to play. So yeah.
Oscar got such cool moments.
You know.
Also, I still laugh at the whole rope trick with Neo trying to get over the fence to the graveyard.
Oh my god.
Like fucking fail.
Oh my god. Because no one did it, right?
No.
Yeah, no one got it.
No, I think everybody made it over except for Oscar and Neo.
That's right.
Who Isla's caught in the act of trying to get up and over.
Yep. You're so right. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Poor Neo.
We're playing hide and seek.
Yeah. Where
Yeah.
everyone was hiding behind gravestones except for Oscar and Neo. Oh my god, what a time.
Oh, Jiminy Jaminy. Oh, that's funny. I loved I can't remember. I think it was Oscar at the house. It may have been in the haunted room, and I know Shusho did some art of it.
Oh,
Was
yeah.
that quite necessary?
I have that saved.
Fluffed.
Oh, I have that saved. It's really good. Also, I don't know, this is unrelated, but kind of related. I sent you a TikTok.
Okay.
And it's a person who says something like what's something that you like, a voice that you remember from your D&D campaign or something like that. And all I could think of is that like duetted with "Let Us Talk to Lucy."
Oh my god.
I want to talk to the cat.
Do that. Oh my god. Yes, I have to figure out how to get that clip.
Yeah, I don't know how to make it, but I sent you the TikTok.
Yes, okay, yes. I'll figure out how to make that.
If the clip is already, because I think the clip is already on Twitch. You can just download it.
Okay.
But I sent it to you because I don't know how to work TikTok. So I saw that and I was like, wait a minute. And then I sent it to you and I said, I think this was Lucy or something like that.
Yes. Yes, I didn't understand what you meant, but now I do, and yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Okay, there you go.
Yes. Also, yeah, Thesperience is on TikTok now.
Yeah.
I run the
Thesperience
TikTok, and Ashley might be helping make videos, and I'll probably also drag Jason, Cecil, and Nessa onto videos because we'll all be living together soon. So
yes.
Yeah, right now it's a lot of artist time-lapse drawings that have been done and cosplay videos because I'm trying to figure out how to get clips onto TikTok. I think I know how. I think we're good, but I'll have to experiment and try.
Yeah.
Get out of here, Inspect.
So. Oh yeah, if you're not on TikTok, you're gonna have to get on TikTok. Because I've also said that if the Thesperience TikTok gets 500 follows, I will cosplay Jared again, and I will not do it until then, because over 1,000 followers is when we can start to do like TikTok lives and stuff, and that's when you can start to make money off of TikTok. And I love what we do, but we are broke bitches.
Oh, that's the truth. Oh, it is the truth.
Which is why we're like, hey, we love making free and accessible content for you all. We also love having the lights on and being able to pay rent. So
yeah, it's helpful.
It is. It's a bit helpful. Yeah. But also, damn, we've been getting some great support recently. I am so appreciative of our support base. It truly blows my mind.
Such a good audience.
Yay. Also, Shusho, you kind of sound like Jason a bit, except Jason has a TikTok. He's just stubborn about not using it.
Yeah, at this point, I occasionally look at TikTok, but I'm trying to see how long I can go before I eventually have to open up my messages. I just want to see how many I can amass. I think at this point I'm over 400. Let me double check.
Well,
let me double check. Show me. I took a picture of it last time I checked, I think. And it was way too many.
You know, when you move out here, I'm going to sit your ass down and we're going to go through the fucking TikToks I sent you.
Oh, no.
Half of them probably won't be available anymore, but and I also probably won't remember why I sent you most of them. But that's fine.
Oh, no. The last time I took a picture, it was at 182. It's over 400 now. I'm just...
Fun times.
I don't know. I know exactly who sent them. You two. Olivia, Jenny, and Chelsea.
Yeah.
All of you together have done this to me.
We love you. They are
yeah,
gifts.
I just haven't looked at them yet.
You spit upon our gifts.
I didn't spit on anything.
Shusho has said, I just like old manning it, which is, yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Same
man.
here.
That's me at Instagram.
Same here.
Yeah.
And
never
every
on
other
Instagram.
fucking social media that I'm not already trapped in.
Listen, I had to bully you to get a Twitter. All right. I let go of trying to get you to get anything else. Because honestly, Twitter, that is a hell of a compromise.
That's it.
Yep. Until then, you had only had a Tumblr. And that was it. And now you don't use Tumblr anymore.
Nope.
And now it's just Twitter.
Yep. If that.
If that.
Oh, but look at me. I made my own Discord server.
I'm so proud of you.
I also made one for me and Olivia.
Hey.
Hey,
Yeah.
look at that.
Level up.
Level up.
Acquired the skills.
You said that, and all I could think of was the stupid Wii Sports audio that's just nice cock. And I don't.
Oh no.
Thanks, Jason.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Here's all of the stuff you can buy at Jin's store and how it's very inexpensive because I don't know how money works.
It's so beautifully cheap.
I don't
You're going
know
to
how
add the
money
fucking plot device.
Which one?
The most important plot. The fucking bag.
The back?
The bag.
Oh. Yeah, originally you weren't going to be able to find that there. I didn't know where you were going to find the bag, honestly. I bullshitted it.
Hey. We'll have to
Hey.
figure out how much was spent on it.
True dear. I think he just gave it to us. I think Oscar wooed it out.
Listen, okay? I am going to go on record saying this here and now. I don't even care. All right? I wanted Oscar to romance that fish man so bad.
And you could have.
So I tried, all right, but I didn't want anything to feel forced, you know, and we had stuff going on. You could ask both Jason and Nessa since they have to deal with this. I may be a shade of aromantic, but I am a fucking sap when it comes to fictional romance. So if you put me in a game as a player, part of my heart is going to want my character to romance someone at some point, if not multiple people.
And then you don't tell the DM this.
Okay. Transformers verse. I told you full out that I shipped Hitchwire with Ion and Fuse and Ultra Magnus.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm dense.
I literally said I shipped them, Nessa.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't they be so cute as a couple?
Yeah, and I thought, haha, yes, in your little AUs that are non-canonical or whatever. I also think they're cute. Anyway, about this plot I've crafted.
Yeah, and I think the same happened with... Oh no, I think that maybe because with Drolt, it was just going to be Cecil and I. Oh, and I was kind of doing that. I ended up doing that with Aster.
At our home game, yeah.
In Nessa's defense, that is not direct enough.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Well, now, if nothing else,
vindication.
I will take this moment to learn that when I wanna have a character smooch an NPC, I will have to look. It's probably going to be either Nessa or Jason. They are typically my DMs. So I'll have to look one of my partners, or I guess Cecil for VTM stuff, in the eye and go, I want my character to smooch so-and-so. Is this something that we could feasibly do in the future?
Yes.
Because otherwise...
And then I will weave it into the narrative.
You must send a formal request in Google Forms.
You have to, but the thing is, you have to send a Google Forms request, but it has to be in the style of, do you like me? Yes, no, maybe.
Yes.
Like, it has to be that. It's like, can I smooch this NPC? Yes, no, maybe.
Yes.
That's how it has
All
to
right.
be organized.
All right. I have now learned. I'm so glad that we as a polycule could sit and have this conversation about communication. And to those of you at home, this is how you can handle things as an adult. Discuss your feelings
And then send
your
Google
intentions.
Forms.
And
then
send Google Forms. God.
That's how
It's
you
the
gotta
one from
do it.
Gravity Falls where it's like, yes,
God.
definitely.
Definitely
Yes.
yes. Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
God, I find it funny with the love of like Google Forms and all things like organizational and tidy. I find it so funny that I'm the only autistic one. Because usually when like a group of people have that shared love, it's usually all or none.
Yeah, I think you are the only one out of us.
Yeah.
Because I might have ADHD, but I think that's that it's
Might.
very, very limited.
Might. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but might.
Yeah, maybe just it's a problem.
Babe,
it's a problem.
Babe,
It's a
babe, I
problem.
love you so much, but I'm pretty fucking sure you have ADHD.
I am.
You and Cecil
yeah.
both.
Yeah,
you
I'm
and
like
Cecil both.
Yeah, I'm like 90% sure I have ADHD.
Yeah.
Like, not just a little bit. I'm a fucking mess.
The anxiety and depression don't help either.
No, if anything, it adds to it.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful trifecta.
Which is
Wait,
why I
wait.
play rhythm games.
Hey.
Wait, is
Wait,
there any
is
of y'all that are not neurodivergent?
Um.
I think we all are to a degree.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure all of us are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like either been diagnosed or we are pretty sure of it ourselves.
Yeah.
Like self-diagnosed or, wanting to get diagnosed or
the
whatever.
only reason why I don't say that I do, even though I'm like pretty sure that I do, is I never want to come across as one of those people that are just like, yeah, I have ADHD, and then like totally doesn't.
I'm gonna. You totally do. As someone diagnosed with it, yeah, no, and I think you're okay.
And what's interesting is that I'm noticing it more now that I think about it. Like every day I'll just go off and do something, but then I'll notice like randomly just like touching my head, scratching my head, tapping on things, moving my hands, like standing up, sitting down, walking around, thinking about 30 different things and never committing to any of them. Like,
Yeah.
all the brain just does its thing. Brain is just braining all the
And
time.
that great brain fog too. Fucking.
Okay, but here's the thing. Brain fog, every time I have it, because I had it like last night really bad while I was out to dinner with my family.
Yeah.
I always blow it out of proportion because it's like when I'm just going about my day, it's fine. But then there'll be moments where I'm like, oh my God, is there something wrong with my brain? And then like I always draw the worst possible conclusions because the anxiety
Yeah.
is coupled with
That's a
it.
fun thing.
So if there's like brain fog, then my brain immediately is just like, wow, you should probably get an MRI for a brain tumor. And I'm like, no, you probably don't have a brain tumor. You don't know. Probably
Yeah.
not. But then
Yeah.
it's like, you're dying. It's like, no, I'm not. I'm not
Yeah.
dying. I'm eating
Actively
food.
right now. This is it.
Right now. This is your
My-
last meal. It's like, no, it's not. I'm going to wake up tomorrow and get a coffee at McDonald's. Calm down.
Yeah. I literally remember one of the first nights I took my new anxiety medication that it really just, I was really tired. Took the medicine, it made me even more tired.
Oh, because you
And
took
the-
the ones that kick your whole ass.
Mm-hmm. And the room was spinning and I felt
What?
like
What? You're dizzy?
You're dizzy?
Right your will.
Right your will.
Right your will. That's
Literally.
so relatable.
That's so fucking true.
That's
though.
so relatable. What? You're feeling the slightest bit dizzy? Well, start saying your goodbyes.
Yeah.
Like,
Death
oh my
comes for
God.
thee.
Yeah, right?
Prepare your final will and testament.
Oh my God.
God.
Yeah. Well, I know that's why whenever you get symptoms, I have to look them up on WebMD.
Yeah, listen though, in my defense, some of the things that my body has done have been objectively concerning. In the end, I was fine. But like,
Was it the stress test that told you were okay?
well, more, I mean, yes. But I thankfully went and got a stress test and my heart's good. But this was back when we lived in Florida. There are a few times that I have IBS, and there are times that things would happen and things would come out very much the wrong color.
Oh, okay. I feel that too.
Yep. And I'd look it up and it'd be like, you either have like an inflamed gallbladder or appendix and have to get your appendix removed, or you have internal bleeding.
Yeah, the one that always comes up is just like, yes, you have some kind of node on your colon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I don't. I can assure you, I would feel worse than this, like infinitely worse.
Yep.
Colon is node free.
Yeah.
Why does that sound like a Half-Life thing? My colon is node free.
Hello, Golden. My colon is node free.
Listen, if I could interview her for the Queer Thesperience, I think that
her
would
a
be
message.
Amazing.
Send Holly a message.
I should.
Send Holly and Snaps Cube.
Okay. Wait, Snaps Cube. I think I know who that is.
She's the one who did the Sonic Adventure 2 live dub.
Oh, I think she also did a Let's Play of Smile for Me.
She probably did. She does a lot of Let's Plays.
I think she was the only one to do it at the time we had looked it up.
You either ate a funky colored vegetable or you will implode. You have 3 hours.
You have 3 hours.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because listen, okay, so we're making like a little bodily whatever. Warning again, IBS. So one time it came out completely white. We still don't know why.
What? That is not the color I thought you were going with.
No, it came out completely. There was no color. And so
you're an alien.
They figured. Well, that was the one where they were like, "Oh, you might have a swollen appendix, and your appendix might be about to rupture, and that's what's causing it." Blah blah blah. Right? I was fine. Well, more. We waited in the waiting room for like 4 hours.
You got pigeoned.
You got. Yeah, I did. And I went to the ER with Nessa and my mother-in-law, who are both amazing. Thank you, Nessa, and thank you, Mama Joe. I know you never listen, but you know.
If you ever do,
honestly,
we're talking about you.
Honestly, it's for the best that she doesn't. And they apparently called my name, but we never heard it.
That was the shittiest run hospital.
And so we just left, and they never called me, and I never died. So I'm fine. And then one time it came out the opposite issue, completely just super dark.
Oh, that's the thing with iron.
Yep. But when I Googled it, it didn't tell me iron. It told me internal bleeding.
Oh, yeah.
So again, went to the doctor, and it just turns out that I had been taking iron supplements because I was under the impression I was anemic. I was not anemic, and my body was just pushing all the iron out. And then there was one time.
I was thinking more of like when we got beets.
Yeah.
And we ate that, and then both you and Cecil were like, "Oh God, I'm going to die," without realizing like, "Oh, it's because I ate fucking beets."
I ate a lot of like pickled beets. I ate a lot of beets.
That would do it.
Yeah, but both Cecil and I had this moment the next day of, oh God, we're dying.
Well, if you're both dying at the same time, then where's the common denominator here?
The beets.
The beets.
Which they didn't figure out until like,
Yeah. Cass, haven't died yet. Is it equal to fine? Yeah, you know.
That's a very good point.
That's a very good point, but counterpoint. I am alive, aren't I?
That's true.
Healthcare expensive.
Healthcare is expensive.
Healthcare expense.
Yeah. Like, oof.
Oops all around.
Oops all around.
Oh wait, why am I putting that there?
Great times. This is a weird conversation topic we wandered on.
You know, that's the fun part about the Thesperience streams is we really never know where we're gonna end up.
Yeah, you can learn what color Casper's poops are.
Wow.
Put that in the trivia section.
You know, considering that someone literally just popped in asking a question implying that I think that they're new to the stream, I am so sorry that that's what you're hopping in on. Hi, sorry, we were talking about healthcare and stuff.
Yeah, sure, that's what it was.
Okay. Asked what queer means, and I have the spoons to answer. Queer is basically a cover-all term for anyone who isn't straight or cisgendered. So if they are, if they identify as a gender that does not match the gender that they were assigned at birth, or has some sort of, otherwise attraction, then be under the queer umbrella. It's a delightful little term.
We're just big different.
Yeah.
We're just big different
Beautiful.
out here. That's
Love it. Or like some like Alice in Wonderland level, like, how delightfully
that,
queer.
Yeah, because that was just a term, like an old British term.
Yeah.
It is helpful.
Like, but I think it also, because like sometimes it's used in the term of like, oh, how magical, how wondrous, and I don't quite understand, but there's something about it, you know?
That's my queerness for sure. I want to be perceived as fairy. Like, I want to look and feel like I stepped out of a 90s fantasy film. You know, like Dark Crystal, Labyrinth, what are the other ones that came out during that time?
Oh, okay. Real quick, not to, like, you said Labyrinth.
Yes.
Am I the only person that is not a fan of that movie?
Here's the thing. I liked it. I loved it a lot when I was a kid. I watched it so many times. I knew the entire script. But I haven't watched it in so long that
I'm just not a huge David Bowie person.
That's fair.
So
I
like,
was.
I'm curious what the appeal of David Bowie is. Like, to you specifically. I mean, I know it's different for everybody. That's just the way with musicians and artists and, you know, celebrity figures, but
yeah.
Like, I don't understand, like, why, like, I don't know. It's just it's a unique thing that I never quite got, but like, why did you like David Bowie?
So, it's kind of a weird way I got into David Bowie, and it's like, you know, cringe culture is dead. I'm just gonna be honest. I got into David Bowie first because I was super into a YouTube series made by some Kingdom Hearts players, cosplayers, called Demix Time. They were a group of like English cosplayers, and if not all of them were queer, and they were the first people on YouTube and the first cosplayers that I saw who were openly queer and cosplaying these characters I really enjoyed. Now, they made Demix the biggest idiot. Like, listen, yeah, he's a bit of a himbo in the games, but wow, they amped it up. And they also made him a huge fan of David Bowie in these skits because the creators were into David Bowie.
Huh.
And because I, as a undiagnosed autistic youth, fixated on these videos and on this representation and queerness and safeness that came from these videos, I then started to kind of, that's what they got me into Final Fantasy VII, because they cosplayed like Shinra characters like Rufus and Reno and Rude and Elena.
Oh, so they were
them.
really doing like a full crossover.
Yeah, like they did a bunch of different Kingdom Hearts characters, a bunch of different Final Fantasy characters. They also cosplayed like Amnesia: The Dark Descent and Interview with the Vampire. Like, they cosplayed a lot of stuff. BioShock. It was really cool. Nessa and I got to meet them at one point at a convention, and it was a wonderful experience. But anyway, so as a young kid, I was really into these streams, and Demix, who was one of, and still is one of my favorite characters from the organization, liking David Bowie led me to investigating David Bowie. And
investigating.
Yeah, and I didn't have a lot of queer representation as a kid. We're getting a little personal here. But I was raised in very conservative religious settings, primarily Baptist and Presbyterian, two different denominations of Christian. And I lived in like the southern Midwest, so kind of right above what's called the Bible Belt, which is supposed to be this like really, really conservative part of the United States because of like mostly baptism, Christianity. And like distinctly remember, being told by like my father, well, the reason that gay marriage is illegal is because queer people just can't commit. They can't stay in relationships. They're just like that. So it'd be a waste of government money to let them get married. And that being kind of what I was around all the time, having something like David Bowie, who was so like flamboyant, and it was similar to why I got really into Tim Curry, like just so like unapologetically, unabashedly loud and there. And like, especially with David Bowie being so gender nonconforming, and a openly queer man, especially during the time period, it shaped a lot of this perception of, queer art is celebrated and queer art is remembered. And yeah, I don't listen to a lot of David Bowie anymore. I listen to some. I have a lot of nostalgia with The Labyrinth, and has a special place in my heart for nostalgic purposes. Okay. But it was mostly just because of how queer he was. I also got super into the Eurythmics because Annie Lennox, the singer for the Eurythmics, who did Sweet Dreams, same reason. Also totally different genre, but the same reason I fixated on Melissa Etheridge for a while. I think she's like technically a country singer.
I have no idea who that is.
She is a lesbian musician who has written a lot of like lesbian icon songs. And she's been doing it since like the 80s or 90s. Okay. Like my mom saw her live like before I was born.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. My mom introduced me to Evanescence and Melissa Etheridge, and my dad introduced me to Marilyn Manson and Jimmy Buffett.
My parents just introduced me to Stomp, and now I have ADHD.
You said that, then all I can think of is my grandmother introduced me to Chicago as a kid, and now I'm gay.
Well, I mean, yeah, what can you do?
My grandma's made me gay with that musical theater, and your parents gave you ADHD with that good stomp music.
I know, now I can't stop tapping on things. It's an issue.
Thank God for rhythm games.
Honestly, yeah. I was having a whole conversation with Eddie the other day about the woes of playing rhythm games on your phone.
Oh, I saw that on Twitter.
Like, how dare you get notifications while you're trying to play rhythm games on your phone?
Cause the lag and the pop-ups.
Oh my God, you
my groove.
Yeah, my combo. You broke my combo.
You've thrown off the Emperor's groove.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God, I want to rewatch Emperor's New Groove so bad. No, I am standing by what I said on our Stardew call the other day. I want to do a Barbie movie marathon.
Honestly, though, when we said that, I immediately turned on the soundtrack for Princess and the Pauper. I couldn't not. Oh, you still never asked me what the audio was. That might have been the villain from that movie.
Right, I need to find the audio. Also, hi, Kat.
Oh my God, yes, Sock should come to our
Yes.
Barbie movie marathon.
Oh, Big City, Big Dreams. That's the Barbie show that I was literally telling Nessa and Jason how much
Yes.
Socks loves
That's what I heard.
the Barbie show, and I was trying to remember what it was called. So yes, we'll have to. You know what, Socks? Not Socks. Kat, when you and Socks, and you should also try to bring BK, come to Oregon. Do it after Jason moves in. All of us can just be crammed into one house.
I thought you were going to say do it after Jason leaves.
No, do it after you get here.
He's like, do it after Jason leaves. And
God,
then...
no. Opposite. When you get here and settled in, y'all come up and big old slumber party, and we'll watch Barbie movies.
God, yes.
Like adults.
I'm so ready.
Paint each other's nails.
Listen.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? My fingers are nasty. They gotta be put in order.
Varnish them.
Well, we don't only have to watch Barbie movies. We can watch other stuff. We'll have to.
I was just gonna say, like, were there any Polly Pocket movies?
Oh my God, my brain just started to be like, did they make Polly Pocket movies? Also, okay, I don't think I ever did. I may have because of how I was as a kid. But did anyone else feel oddly compelled to chew on the Polly Pocket clothing?
Yes. Oh my
Okay.
God. Okay, so Polly Pocket specifically.
Did you?
There was, I don't know if anybody else knows about this specific Polly Pocket thing, but they had like a little like tree house that was like a folding tree house or whatever. And then they had like a Polly Pocket that was like an inch tall, and she had magnets on her feet and her hands, and she was like this little rubbery whatever, and there were magnets in the treehouse, and you stick her on there and she like magnetizes to them. There was something about having a small little person that just filled me with joy.
Yeah.
Like small little rubber people filled me with so much joy as a child. That, and there was a prize that I won at a little arcade restaurant that we used to have near me called Kahunaville. Yes, and it's exactly as it sounds like. It looked like a giant volcano.
That's amazing.
Yeah. But I won this little alien, this little rubber green alien. And I think I got 2 of them, and they were like 2 different colors. And I remember this solely because these 2 little aliens, I used them to roleplay scenarios of my very first ship. My very first queer ship.
Yeah.
Yes, they were stand-ins because obviously I didn't have any kind of toys for these 2 individuals.
Okay.
But I'm going to tell you what the ship is.
Okay, good.
Building the tension.
The very first ship that I ever shipped as a child, and I'm talking like maybe 6 or 7 or 8 years old.
Yeah.
Was Pinky and the Brain.
Oh my God.
If you can believe it.
I can.
For some reason, I was so fixated on them being in just like this loving relationship.
I love that.
And I like role played it with these little tiny rubbery aliens that I got at an arcade.
God. I was about to say, what was everyone's first queer ship? Like, because so yours is Pinky in the Brain. Mine, I distinctly remember, was Kingdom Hearts. Because here's the thing. I was, again, very sheltered until about late elementary, junior high. And I was super into, like, Kingdom Hearts and wanting to do shipping with the characters of the second video game. But I was kind of low-key, not ever very fully committed to the ships. I just was like, well, I like these characters, so I guess they'll go together or whatever. There's art of them online. And then I remember the day that I saw Axel and Roxas as a ship.
God.
As a child. And I literally remember thinking, wait, boys can love each other?
I'm
Listen,
surprised that it was that late.
fucking mind-blowing for me.
Like, how old
Like,
were you for that?
I was at least 10, if not like
Okay.
11 or 12. I think I may have been closer to 12.
Okay.
Now, me looking back, I know that I like crushed on characters from Chicago or My Fair Lady, but I didn't know that it was like a queer thing until Kingdom Hearts, when I saw someone like having two men kiss, and I was like, wait, I can do that? Whole new world. And I'm still bitter that I never got to see how Strawberry Panic ended. Did anyone else read Strawberry Panic?
No.
It was a Yuri manga that took place at like a fake Catholic, not Catholic school, of course.
I think I was aware at a young age that gay people existed, and that I like, because we have family friends that I was introduced to as a kid, and my mom was like, this is your uncle so and so, and this is his boyfriend so and so.
Yeah.
But like, but I don't think it really hit, especially because in a similar situation of growing up Christian, but specifically Catholic, going to Christian school. It comes up every once in a while, but there's a Facebook post that I made in like 2010. 2009, 2010. Maybe earlier. I don't know when I had my Facebook, but I remember making a Facebook post, and it reminds me of this, and I laugh every single time that I see it. And it said, like, was at the mall today and saw two guys kissing by one of like the little stalls in like the middle of the mall walkways or whatever.
Yeah.
And I said, saw two guys kissing at the mall. Now I'm afraid to go to the mall. And that was my post on Facebook. And every time I see it, I laugh hysterically.
Oh,
It's
babe. I'm so sorry to tell you.
Oh no, it's so much worse. But it makes me laugh every time I think about that, because I was like, don't even. You're so closeted, it hurts.
You
God.
fool.
Like, I thankfully, it was kind of weird because I didn't have, again, I grew up in such conservative areas that there is literally a story about the first time I met someone who was a person of color outside of my Uncle Jimmy, because my brain was just like, I had only ever seen a bunch of other white people. And the fact that there is a story about it, and it's like harmless, and they're like, oh, you were so cute. And I'm like, the fact that that's a notable point is disappointing though. You do realize this, right? I'm just saying. But there was also like periods of time where all I knew was straight. I didn't know anyone who was gay. I literally saw A Knight's Tale with like Heath Ledger or whatever in it, and there was
That's
a bit where the
movie.
all I know is that apparently in it, two men kiss, and I remember looking to my dad and going, Daddy, like, hey, why did they kiss? And are they in love? Because I was associating like, oh, in the Disney movies, when they kiss, it's because they're in love, right? And my dad is like, oh no, friends can kiss. And I'm like, okay.
Great dodge.
Now, here's the thing. He is correct, but I know that's not what he was trying to teach me. Which is so funny learning later that part of the reason why my mom left my dad is because my mom realized how queer she was. And so when I came out to her, she actually came out to me in return. So it was like a 1-2 trade-off. Uh
Hell yeah.
and yeah, and so like after that it was completely fine. Like I feel very blessed that most of my childhood, once I realized I was queer, I at least had someone I could be open with. I could like once I told my mom, um thankfully well, not thankfully, I actually never really had a big coming out moment with like school or peers or anything, because I actually got outed by a bitter ex-boyfriend who was, I don't know, kids.
Fuck that guy.
Eh. But it kind of, I'm like almost thankful though, because then it's like, well, I just got to be me, you know? I didn't have a chance to like develop this fake whatever. I was just me. So yeah, silver lining, a forced authenticity. And now here we are.
And here we are.
Gay.
Yeah. You're
Yeah,
right.
you say it just like that.
You're
Like
so
a
right.
frat bro.
You're so
Like a frat
right.
bro.
Chest bumping each other.
That's gay, bro. Hell yeah, it is, bro.
Hell yeah, motherfucker. It's gay.
Hell yeah, brother, sister.
Hell yeah, brother, sister. I like to keep my gender equality. I love that so much.
God, I love those videos. What are they called again?
MBR.
MBR.
Yeah, but it's like spelled EM bear, BEAR.
I've never played Red Dead. Those are the only videos I've watched of anyone play Red Dead, so I know nothing.
It's cowboys.
It sure is. It's basically a whole thing about people in the Wild West that are trying to make money while fighting Irish immigrants.
Huh.
Like,
yeah,
I know that.
that's pretty much it. There's a lot of Irish people in the game that are evil. I don't know.
Oh, America.
I completely forgot that I named members of Desiree's family.
You named
Like
almost...
Aloysius had a wife named Priya. They had a daughter named Sandrine, and Sandrine married a foreign dignitary named Lachlan. And then their daughter was Desiree.
You put lore in this bitch.
I sure fucking did.
Look at all this lore.
Lore as far as
No,
the
that's
eyes
not
can
what
see.
That's not what I want to put. I want to put you. And that's under spoilers. For a reason.
Gotta watch out for spoilers. So, all right, and then next week we'll be having Verbena, which I'm excited for.
Oh, hell yeah, brother, sister.
Back on the boat.
Well, the
But
original
wrong
boat.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
back on
original.
our boat.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
original
okay.
boat.
The good
Yeah.
boat.
Yes,
Uh,
the good, safe boat.
Yes.
But it's
Well,
not safe right now.
It's not safe right now.
No, but it's safer.
Yeah, it's safer than, you know.
At least we know where
The
shit is on this
boat.
other boat. Like,
Hopefully, anyway.
at least we know our way around this other boat.
More or less.
More or less.
Oh yeah, and there was originally the original idea was to have a book of Thespis in the library. That wasn't just added later. That was
Aw.
always a thing that was going to be in there.
I love that.
Then I changed
I-
this to be a different book, but I'll do that later.
Also, that is another D&D bundle that I want to work on, is like the lore of Thespis and like ways to worship Thespis. Because it could
I
be
do
cool
like
to
that.
set like an example of how to be a bard like who works with Thespis, or an example on how to be a cleric that works with Thespis, or a paladin that works with Thespis. like setting that up.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool.
I think that'd be neat.
Yeah, like all just like recommendations of like these are the types of people that are typically drawn to Thespis, but they welcome most anyone, just given their backstory. I'll have to give I'll probably have it like a not Nexilis version, or like a version that kind of doesn't go too deep into the streamed version. Like if I released a version of Thespis to be used in home games, like there probably wouldn't be any mention of like Nexilis itself.
Oh yeah, because that's like a specific verse for Thespis.
Yeah. So it might be this thing of, they were killed and sent to other dimensions. And like that's why Thespis is now here instead of wherever. But that would be the closest.
You know what would be interesting? If the reason why Thespis doesn't have a very strong hold in different dimensions, but there are people that are familiar with Thespis in different dimensions, is maybe that their original death led to them like dimension hopping as a way to try and escape the guilt of not being strong enough to fight back.
Ooh.
So it's like where they stay, it's like they still influence people around them because they still have that communal energy of the arts. So they leave little bits here and there. But once it's established that people are familiar with Thespis, it's like, oh no, people can track me here.
Yeah.
So then they leave.
Okay. So it's like why people don't have physical interactions with Thespis, but can magically work with them.
Mm-hmm. Or it's
because they're...
why people like in Aelmir can stumble upon a book about Thespis,
but
not have any designated church for Thespis.
Yeah, or just like little markings in theaters, but like they're not labeled. It's just like a carving,
Which could be interesting if Thespis was an established deity in certain places for specific people, but other than that is more of like a rumor.
Yeah.
Like a rumor that there is a patron of the arts.
Yeah.
The archaeologist's bane.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Who are you?
What are you doing? What is your reason for doing these things?
For the bit.
Yeah, for the bit.
For the show, darling. For the show.
Oh, Lord.
Amazing.
All right. I'm gonna have to make a not so graceful personal intermission. I'm gonna have to step away for a moment. So you two have fun.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I'm gonna leave the introverts to run the stream for a bit.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Well,
we'll make it as... Wait, where are you going?
I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, I didn't even hear that. I thought you were like, okay,
I have this idea. I just said...
I thought you said, I have this idea and I'm going to go work on it. Bye, guys. And then just get up and leave.
No, I said I need a personal intermission.
Oh, I thought I took that as I have all of these ideas for Thespis. I'm going to go write them down right now and go on a tangent and get these ideas out. And you two have fun.
No, I just really got to go. What that
Oh,
said,
well, yeah,
go.
You go do that. I'm just going to keep chipping away at this.
Okay.
Also, I don't have to put this character because they don't exist.
Going to just wipe that from existence.
Yeah, it's like nobody... There was no place to put that character in, so...
Aww.
You guys didn't meet them, and...
Aww.
They weren't even part of the story anyway. Like, they didn't even appear as, like, a random character that was just there in the background. Like, they just didn't show up at all, ever. I was
they missed
like...
their cue.
Yeah. Yeah, that's... Which is kind of hard to do, given that they are a Draken, which is, like, part human, part dragon, and they are very large. They're also a drug dealer, so that's... So, I mean, that would have been interesting. I just didn't know where to put them.
Just a random back alley.
Yeah, I was going to have them live at the docks. But the thing is, their drugs are just different tea blends.
wait, didn't we meet them at the market?
You may have.
Question mark.
I don't remember. Am I allowed to draw suggestive, not safe for work Nexilis games art? Yeah, I'll be honest, you wouldn't be the first. Join the club, because I have, Olivia has, Jenny has. Please just go ahead and just go off, because we all have. And trust us, we've also written suggestive fanfic, too. So...
Suggestive, outright statements.
I mean, the 16-page build-up to Magnametry.
There was so much build-up for, like...
I'm sorry, I'm asexual, Nessa.
What do you think I am, Jason?
You're a person who cuts to the chase.
You see, I have also the 16 pages of build-up. I have it on my head,
did
but
I
then I
post?
just cut it out.
I didn't post the Magnametry one, did I? Hold on.
Or is it just passed hand to hand in the back alleys of Discord?
I didn't post it yet, but I said I would. I told you I would do it.
Yeah, smack it in there.
Yeah. You hear shout? You don't hear anything. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Asexual and asexual violence. Yeah, no,
Ace
I've just been...
versus Ace.
I've honestly just been keeping tabs on my One Piece fanfic because I
That's
finally
fair.
finished chapter 8. It's taken me a year, but here we are.
Yay. But congratulations.
Thank you. I still gotta keep... I'm not done yet, but...
Well,
I have-
still, you're making progress.
Yeah.
I am gone for mere minutes. and
We're
then-
not fighting. We're not fighting.
Yeah, Jason says we're not fighting. And
What?
that's because we're not
You
fighting.
should have said
Why would you
asexual
say
and
that?
asexual violence.
No, it's not. It's not
Show
what
you
said.
snitch.
No. I'm talking about the Amir worship one. Oh, no. Piper wrote that one.
Oh,
You wrote
hi. Hello. That was me.
You wrote
Amir is a slut. Like,
Amir is a slut. We're about it.
Affectionate.
I love
Positive.
him, but he, Richard literally thinks that Amir might be a bigger slut than he is, and that's saying something.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a compliment coming from Richard.
It's a beautiful thing.
We just love, like, a pinnacle holy man being a bottom.
yeah.
And a very active one at that.
I like how you say we.
We.
Yes, we.
Universally.
I speak for the polycule when I say
This is a statement from the polycule.
yes.
This is You're
We
signing
love
off
our
on it for all of us.
Yes. Normally I would not speak for, the other members of my polycule, but this is one I will not budge on.
Yeah.
It is indeed a beautiful thing.
Thank you.
As Jason's just saying that, like, everyone's been doing what was it?
The suggestive, not safe for work stuff for Nexilis content. Because Shusho asked about drawing. Let me quote it specifically. Allowed to draw suggestive / NSFW Nexilis games art. And I said, you wouldn't be the first. We already have. Olivia has. I have. Jenny has. We've written fan fiction. It's okay.
Yep. It's literally just like there's certain characters, like, obviously just make sure they're adults. There are certain characters who are very asexual.
I think we make it pretty obvious which ones are and which ones not because we're expressive and explicit about talking about our characters' identities.
Yeah.
But if there's any characters that you're questionable on and want to know specifically, I'd say just ask and we'll let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun
And-
fact: Roger is asexual.
Yeah, and all of that information at some point will be up on the wiki. So if you
Yes.
if you really need extra stuff, then
Yes, Shusho, I will give you literally you can just message me and go, hey, I want to know more about X, Y, and Z. I will be so, please. And I'm pretty sure that Jason and Nessa would be the same way
Oh,
about
yeah,
any
for
of their
sure.
characters and stuff.
Yeah, I went past suggestive to just straight up, so...
Yeah.
It was great, though, and you should put it on your AO3.
I think you
I
should.
need to figure out fucking AO3.
That's all right, we'll figure it out.
I'll help you.
Yeah.
It's more of the, like, it's in the same vein of it took me, like, at least a year to figure out Discord, despite Cecil being like, Nessa, I can show you how to use Discord.
Yeah.
It's more of like, I need to get the gumption to sit down and learn a new thing, and then also get over the hump of, oh, I'm sharing shit I've written, which will be read by other people.
That's
Shusho, you wrote a Demetria Mir fic?
Where is this?
What?
Hell, hey,
What?
Shusho, come on. Where is this? I want to look at it with my eyes.
Shusho, I named a chicken in my Stardew game after you.
Yeah, we can
The
revoke your void chicken privileges.
I mean, I never would.
I mean, yeah, we
but,
wouldn't, but we
Fucking shaky
threaten.
Hey, Shusho, where's the good stuff?
Hey,
Hey,
come on,
Shusho,
where's
where
my
the goods?
where's my gabagool? Come
Where's
on.
the gabagool?
We invite you into our stream, into
No,
our
my chicken
Discord.
privileges. No,
We
not
named
my-
the chicken after you.
No,
Only
and
the
not my-
gothest of chickens.
Only
not my chicken privileges. Wild gods, fuck even.
Fuck even.
Shusho fanfic is for fanfic. It doesn't have to be canonical.
Yeah,
No.
who cares? You just put it
I'm
in.
sure it's
Just
already
Put
good.
it in my hands. I gotta read
Yeah.
it like the morning paper. It's like, what's
Share
the
the
news
good
for
shit.
today? Ah, queer men.
Good shit.
Good
Good
shit.
shit. Also, I plan to start posting more on
Oh, because
more.
I just realized if you post a thing, we gotta put it in the Nexilis collection.
Yeah.
'Cause that's a thing.
Because
that
like
exists.
I had these AU thoughts of what if Richard went to the Lotus House. So I've designed what his room would be in the Lotus House.
Oh, yeah.
So I've designed Richard's.
Hey,
Hey, hell yeah, Shusho!
Yes.
But yeah, so I designed Richard's Lotus House room. So what his greatest desire would be. It's tragic, but I'm excited to write
That's
it.
what the Lotus House is for.
Yeah, I
Oh
really
my
want to.
God.
Magna.
I just thought of something completely unrelated that would be wild to write up and explore that has it kind of. What if Yannick had a Lotus House room?
Jason, I wish I had that information, like, not at the
But
final
here's
battle
the-
of the game.
No, but here's the thing. I don't know what would be in it, but it would be wild if there was one, just in theory.
I would love this.
Because I don't think there's anything that... No? Oh, no. Wait, I have it. It's gonna be good.
Oh, you gotta put this together.
I love it. Lotus House is good for AU shit.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
Character introspection.
Yeah,
I
I've
mean,
also
I'm
set up
just-
what Amir's would be.
I'm just
Oh,
gonna
no.
say... Yannick with loving parents.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's rough, buddy. It's rough.
Yeah.
Oh, the good old hurt comfort without the comfort.
Hey, no. At least with the Richard one, I know how it's gonna end, and it will have a comforting ending.
Oh,
Yay.
good.
'Cause I wanted to use it to show Richard and Claudius's trust, but I also wanted to kind of show the friendship, quote unquote, that like Richard and Magna developed post Lotus House.
Oh, wait, no, that's good. That's real good.
Ooh.
So like showing kind of like a basis for the friendship that like Richard and Magna have developed, because Richard is like considered an uncle to the kids for the polycule, right? So it's kind of like showing why the fuck is Richard considered an uncle to these kids.
They're gonna say just
Richard,
why the fuck? I'm like, yeah, you're
why the fuck? Yeah,
why the
basically.
fuck?
Why the fuck?
The fuck? Why?
Oh, good old Dimitri.
Fuck the why.
Yeah. 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 Wait a minute. Hold the fucking phone. There were gonna be more people in the farmer's market? God damn it.
Oh, did you forget?
Pass, Jason.
No, because everything got thrown in the air, okay? Everything had to be changed for Aelmir. And everyone on the bottom half of the list just got cut.
Aww.
So there was no tea and herbal remedies. The librarian
Damn.
didn't sell any books and tomes. The Odaz didn't have a baked goods sale.
No, they didn't.
They didn't. And the Stormpipes weren't busking because no one met them. So they didn't exist.
Okay, but I
Sadness.
need the Odaz to have a baked goods section, and I need the Odaz to meet the Paxtons.
Oh my god. Their kids would mess.
Listen, just get all the polycules together. Here's the thing. I don't know if the Odaz are in a polycule, but they have poly energy.
They do. I don't think they've expanded beyond the two of them yet, but I feel that they're the kind of people that would if
Yeah.
they were in a place where it was easy to settle down with a group of people,
Yeah.
because they're very mobile as missionaries.
Yeah.
They don't stay anywhere for too long. So kind of like Oscar's situation where it's like,
Okay.
you know, make memories with the people that you encounter as you travel.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think they have anyone that they are fully connected to beyond each other.
Okay. It's like, I don't know, I view them very much like the Adams in that sense.
Oh, for
you know?
sure.
Like, yeah, they are a couple of a man and a woman. But there is just something so queer.
Oh, they're very
And
queer.
also, there's only two of them, but there's something so ethically non-monogamous about them, you know?
Oh,
like,
yeah, they are queer across the board.
Yes. Oh, I love it. Oh.
Huh?
Sorry, I just got word back from someone to do a Thesperience interview.
Oh, hell
Right.
yeah.
So I'm not gonna say who on stream because, you know.
Do I know who it is?
If I told you, you'd know.
Oh.
I think I reached out to them a while ago. We had confirmed him coming on ages ago. But then life bit everyone in the ass collectively.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar. If you tell me, I'll probably know.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so that is now 2 celebrity guests.
Whee.
And
I'll
I'm
be
also gonna-
honest, all your guests are celebrities.
You know, that's true.
Because, like, Ashley
You know, well, here's the thing. I was
is,
literally
like,
telling.
huge in our little community. Like, everybody knows
Yeah.
Ashley.
Yeah. Well, like I was actually literally telling someone. I think I was talking to someone at Conundrum House about how it's cool to interview like celebrities, like people who have been in big name stuff and traveled the world and blah blah blah. But most of my favorite interviews are with people who are like at the same level as us. You know, just making indie art, just doing what we love, taking chances that we can. You know, and I don't know. Those are just my favorite. When we're kind of all on the same level. and it can feel more like friends talking than like, oh God, I'm talking to, you know, whoever.
Fancy Pants McGee.
Which is funny because that was literally the vibe I went into the interview when I interviewed Jason.
Oops.
Oh my God!
I
Famous
was-
voice actor
I
Jason
was-
Larock.
I was so shy our first conversation. At least I felt shy. I was very, in the most positive way, intimidated.
Oh,
'Cause-
sorry.
Oh my, no, because I was like, oh my God, I'm getting to talk to, you know, the voice actor for Damien, who is also like trans. And it was like, you were doing what I was hoping to do. And now look at us.
Oops.
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 Positive, affectionate,
I was
affectionate.
gonna say,
Oops.
I'm not sure if I would look at the
It's not-
progression of our
it's
relationship
not-
and go, oops.
It's not oops. It's more like oops
Okay.
with the little think. Oops. Like, did
Uh,
I do that? You
Did
know.
I do that? Oh God. Okay.
I wish I didn't press the wrong buttons. That's okay.
I will check that later.
If you can't be them, assimilate them into your polycule.
You know, it's been effective so far.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, fuck, that's funny.
That's really good.
Uh,
Um,
yeah, like, it's cool because, like, we're watching a lot of our projects kind of come back to life, you know, like, the Queer Thesperience, we're getting some more interviews planned and then recorded, and once I have a small handful, I'll start to upload them, which we have intro music for now, done by a queer artist.
oh,
Yay!
hell yeah.
Who you can actually hear the music on the last interview that got uploaded, which I think was with Jazzy Please, a pan poly Twitch streamer whom we adore. Jason, you've played Final Fantasy with her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jazzy.
I believe.
Jazzy's lovely.
Jazzy's
Taught me
amazing.
the etiquette of dungeon crawling,
Which is wonderful.
which
I
I
love
really
that.
appreciate that.
And you can actually hear the music in that last interview that got uploaded like last year. But we're gonna be re-recording Ashley's interview, which is the first interview we ever did, but it's quite outdated now, so we're gonna re-record it.
Round 2.
And then I am in the talks with Mish,
Alright.
who's been our amazing Atticus over on Verbena, and also Dr. Damon and Jar Rebuke. So we're gonna have him on. And then these other guests that I'm still getting the figure out of when and
Scheduling.
yeah. But and since they aren't part of the Nexilis cast and crew or the Thesperience cast and crew, I don't feel comfortable stating until it's recorded. Like, hey, here's the interview. Because I can't pester them the same that I can pester Ashley and Mish. Matt, we're working on the transcripts for Jar Rebuke for season 1.5, as I've been calling it. Because we want to get those up basically everywhere. I would like to put a PDF on website. I'm gonna put it on Tumblr, basically anywhere I can put it. And eventually, when funds are okay, I would love to sell physical copies if interest is there. I think it'd be really cool to have like a physical copy of this first season and a half. Or maybe we'll wait until the end of the second season and do it like 2 seasons in a book, because if it's going to be about 4 seasons, then you know that works. With like artwork and cast and crew notes and like little like a forward and an end and like, you know, a thank you to all of our supporters and so you get like bonus content along with having the transcripts. But the transcripts will be free and available for everyone online, wherever. And also, I would love to put some recipes in the transcripts. Some like Midwestern recipes.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like blackberry tarts or something.
Oh well, if we do something Nexilis, yes.
Yeah. Sorry, you said recipes, and I just want blackberries.
I do want blackberry tarts.
Blackberries.
But like sugar cream pie, which is something that Jared like canonically eats. Or like, oh god, I know I list a bunch of other recipes that he eats, but I would love to just find some like token Midwestern recipes.
Yeah, the salads that aren't salads.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think that'd be cool, or like I'd love to give like more lore on the cryptids that are used in the seasons. So like the knot deer and the Michigan River monster that inspired the character that you voiced in the 4th episode, or shadow people, or the black-eyed children, or the melon heads. We could do like a little rundown of like, this is inspired by X, Y, and Z. So I think that'd be interesting. Tater tot casserole. Okay, listen.
Yes.
Casserole is one of my staple recipes.
Hot for tot.
Hot for tot.
Hot for tater tot.
I do want to put, so yeah, there'll be a lot of cool shit. And I already have some bookstores in the area who are like interested in like talking about when we have physically stuff available, like having our stuff, which is exciting. Yeah, it's really cool like going back. It's kind of weird for me sometimes to hear my own voice for that long of a period of time. But it's one of the things that I am doing while writing Jar Rebuke and getting help from like Jenny and Jason and Nessa and Cecil and Ashley, is I like to make content that has replay value. So I like to make content that will be enjoyable multiple times over, because ideally people can pick up on things when they go back through it. Like, that's why I love the movie Knives Out, is because every time I watch it, I notice something different. And I kind of want to do that in my works. So I'm practicing. So hopefully people can catch that in Jar of Rebuke. Things like you didn't notice the first time, or foreshadowing making sense, or blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Plus, you're going to want to leave in about 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Well, here, I'll go ahead and hop out now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Nessa, thank you for joining us.
Yay!
I had a great time.
Yeah.
Y'all continue the good vibes and the good chats.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining. It's very fun to have you as part of our chit chat crew.
Yeah, come chit chat all the time.
Tag Nessa on Twitter and tell her to come onto our streams more.
Tag Nessa in general.
Yeah, tag Nessa in general and tell her how much you love her and how amazing
The
she is.
underscore Englishist.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Tag Nessa in everything.
Make fan art of Dr. Gia Castillo, or
Baby.
Mikhail, or a baby. Or honestly, I can also give you a list of all of the characters that she made for Lotus House if you want to draw art of them instead.
The best of us.
Micah.
Some Micah fan art.
Micah or Carrie. Or Miriam. The elven woman y'all really pissed off.
Always fun.
Always fun.
Always great time.
Dodorian.
More hot Dodorian.
Yeah.
The most cursed hot Dorian.
Yeah.
So
So like,
cursed.
there's all these characters that Nessa made. And if anyone draws any of them, just like tag her in it and tell her how wonderful she is.
Oh my god.
Because we need her to realize how much see here's the problem though, and I'm not letting Nessa go until I finish saying this because I'm putting her on blast.
Oh Jesus.
Is that now that we're married and have been married for as long as we have been, she won't believe me when I compliment her because she claims I am too biased and I have to say those things. So when I compliment her, it is just saying things and making sound vibrations hit her eardrums, but she's not processing any of it. So that's where I need you all to come in. I need you all to
you
just
really don't need
be
to
like
do this.
honest, you know, in like what you like about her and
there's
her creative genius, you know, like with Lotus House and all the inspiration that she gave for both Welcome to Nexilis and Clocked In.
it's all old news.
Yeah, see, this is the shit we deal with. And y'all don't even see how amazing of a home DM she is.
Oh
Like,
yeah, for sure. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oof.
Yeah. So go ahead and make your public professions of appreciation. On
Confess
Twitter.
your love to Nessa on Twitter.
Yeah, tag her so everyone can see, and
So
then they can
everyone
be like,
can
"Wow,
see.
Oh,
who's
God.
this amazing person that they're gushing about?" And then they see
Don't.
Nessa, and they're like, "Wow, I see what they're talking about." Okay, you can.
But I would indeed love to see fan art of characters or fanfic. Like I'm here. I'm about that. I do love it. And then eventually I'll post my Nexilis fanfic, which I'm not going to lie, I think all of it's porn.
That's okay.
Love you all. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye, baby. Could you bring me more of the Rice Krispies? All right, yeah. Now Nessa has to go do the adulting thing of picking Cecil up from work. Got a chauffeur. Yeah. But yeah, honestly, I love seeing fan art. I think that fan art, including fan fiction, cosplay, drawings, honestly, anything, if my content ever inspires anyone to, oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry, I asked Nessa to grab me a snack because she just started throwing them at me.
Jesus,
No,
that was
I'm good.
aggressive.
It was funny, but it was aggressive. Love you, baby. If anything that I make inspires someone else to create, that is the biggest compliment. Whether they create something that is like artwork of my thing, or if it's like, oh, I saw, this character that Casper made and it inspired me to want to go make my own thing, and then they make something completely original from it, that is also like a huge fucking like compliment. Yes. I have to go check my DMs.
You gotta go check
okay.
your DMs.
All right.
Ooh,
Come on, I don't
my
want to.
leg needs to like be stretched straight out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Ooh,
Ah, I see it. I see the fic. Okay. Hell yeah. All right. Shusho, I have the fic. I'm going to read it after stream. I'm so fucking excited. Yes. And when people ship the characters, it's so good. So fucking good. I'm so glad that, Shusho redeemed a stretch.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
I'm so glad that you made, Polycule with HBD, Hans, and Tiffany, like a thing for Softboiled Detective, because fucking bless. Yes. Also, hydrate or dehydrate.
My water's on the ground.
It shouldn't be there. It should be in your cup.
Ha ha
Ooh.
ha. Har har har. That's hilarious.
Also, yeah, no, it kind of just happens. Polycules, like characters kind of just do their own thing, I feel. Like, for example, Jared was never meant to be as fucking sarcastic as they are. It just sort of happened. Granted, Jared and their situation with the enclosure was heavily inspired by one of my bosses I had at the time. So there was a lot of bitterness there, but I hadn't expected it to come out so sarcastic. Yet here we are. Never planned for Oscar to have anxiety. But they just, they just did that.
It just happened.
Yeah. Characters really just do stuff. Yeah.
They really do just do. Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Shusha said, me, looking at someone I made from my brain. Why are you like this?
Fair.
That is me every time I do anything with Richard. Honestly. I know full reason why he is. But I'm still a little surprised and a little disappointed every time. Or like Aster, my little rabbit folk wizard that will smart mouth bad guys that are like 5 times this size.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever plan to, and then it happens. Kat then just going through that now with some new characters too. Just like, oh, you'll be like this, Lamau. No.
Yeah, they really do just decide to do what they want to do. And then you just have to deal with it.
You'd think that since we're making the characters, we'd have control over them. No.
Yeah, right.
We're merely a vessel. You know?
I don't know why I decided to do the entirety of Laveau Manor right now.
Hey, listen, you just work on the parts you want to work on.
It's a hefty honkin'... It's hefty. Laveau Manor is a thick, thick boy.
Yeah, at some point, if you can sit and show me how to do this, I would love to help you with, like, the Welcome to Nexilis portions.
Yeah, honestly, it's not as complicated as it seems. There's a few things you have to know about, like, piecing through source codes. But I mean, it's relatively simple. Ah, yes. The main stairwell that y'all could have just walked up.
No.
I black out and then suddenly there's a queer fuck in my page.
That's it. That's the creative.
That's creative process right there.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
I also need to go, so everyone in the chat knows I have been going and reformatting a lot of my social media pages to Thesperience because all of the things I was posting on there anyway were Thesperience related anyway. And that also makes it more open for other people to contribute to the pages and, having more people's content, like out there. So if you go onto Itch.io, it is no longer Casper Oliver on Itch.io. It is Thesperience on Itch.io. And we'll be selling all sorts of stuff. Like I plan to put up a way that people can actually run Welcome to Nexilis from their own home. And I will give like example characters that they can use. And some of the Welcome to Nexilis NPCs will be in there, but not all of them. Yeah, so have like example characters and ways to make your own. It'll have like a map and everything. So I'd love to sell that on Itch.io and then eventually make like a physical copy, or working on the Bardic College of Law. And also I want to make a Stardew Valley inspired Druid Circle of the Harvest, because I think that'd be a lot of fun. Jason's working on Verbena, which is super fucking cool.
Yeah, I'm working on it. It's not easy.
No, it's God, making a whole, because I'm realizing making the abilities feels like the hardest part.
Oh, it sure is. Oh, it sure is. Yeah, why? What do you mean you want to do it? Do it. I'm gonna bullying is
make-
bad, but I'm bullying you into making a paladin of Thespis.
Shusho, I'll message you. We'll figure out, if nothing else, I can work on the Thespis bundle next, because honestly, I just need to work on what I have motivation for. You know, and I love Thespis. I miss Thespis. So I'll work on the bundle next. So, yeah. But God, that'd be fun. And we were just talking about that a little earlier. About like ways to play with the Thespis lore, which I can snag. But that'll be available on itch.io. But yeah, like making subclasses is one thing. Like making the Bardic College of Law has been a little annoying because I'm trying to fine detail it. It is nothing compared to when I'm working on the Murder Mystery Tabletop, which was basically with the Verbena thing of making an entire new system.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, that's the thing we could probably spend a stream talking about, is making homebrew systems.
It still has to be finagled because it is not it is not to where I want it at all.
Oh yeah. Like I don't know, because I was talking with you earlier that after I finish Clocked In, I'd like to use the Twitch to have people be test players for the Murder Mystery. I'm currently, the placeholder name for it is Sleuths and Capers. But because you can play you can either play an investigator or a criminal. Like you can play either sides of it. You can steal the diamond, or you can investigate how the diamond got stolen. Both are very like open options in the game. So I'd love to have people be test players, but then my thought comes to, oh fuck, I actually have to make it so
You gotta make something for people to test.
Fuck, I need something that people can play, you know. And so then it's putting all the ideas down on paper.
I feel that, like, doing these puzzle rooms for the Laveau house, like, that wasn't even a whole system, and it was a lot.
Yeah.
Like, and I stole them from the internet, but...
Yeah, like, honestly, I think it'd be really cool if you eventually, like, maybe put down, like, Aelmir, like, just, like, a loose thing of how people can play their own Aelmir.
Yeah, like, here's your best friend, the Fear Room.
Casper, I love the Fear Room. Oscar.
I love how it has all of this stuff. It's like, oh yeah, I specifically wanted to have you roll a wisdom roll.
Oh boy. Oh, I fucking love that.
And if you had rolled a 19 or 20, I would have given you, like, spidey senses to be super anxious and feel like you have to leave but can't place why, but you were gonna do that anyway.
Yeah.
But I love it at any point. If someone runs towards the door to pull on it after any of these things happen, but specifically runs to the door out of fear, the door is unlocked. You don't have to smite the door, hun.
Oh, but you know they did.
You don't have to smite it.
Oh, they smited that door.
Ay.
Good God.
Yeah, so every 30 to 40 seconds, I added another one of the things on the list.
You need to put all this on the wiki, because honestly, that's great.
I'm doing that.
Yeah.
Because I also have the secret staircase with the suit of armor that Nessa couldn't for shit figure out, which I love. Although I would have been, I could have been an evil DM, because pushing in the sword pops open the lock, and let's see. Yeah, so pushing in the sword into the sheath unlocks the door up to the second floor tea room. If you had pulled the sword out, which I know Chelsea was gonna do, if you would pull the sword out, it would drop a wall in front of the grate, keeping you from going to the second floor.
So we wouldn't have been able to.
You wouldn't have been able to
Yeah.
go up through that door. That staircase.
It's a miracle we got through that place.
I am also extremely surprised. And then the metal
we
grate
did.
room where Baby
Mhm.
got locked in the office. Because you had to find the you had to find the lever that was the silver bouquet on the wall,
Yeah.
and you all had to pull it in order to raise the grate.
Yeah.
I remember Oscar tried,
Oscar tried.
and
Didn't-
they couldn't pull it, and then face planted into the wall.
Yeah, I didn't roll good. I rolled really shit.
What a time that was.
God.
I'll have to add the puzzles later because they're the first floor puzzles and then they're the second floor puzzles. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I didn't put this. Okay. Where the fuck are the puzzles? Huh. There's a
Excuse
puzzle
me.
that I cannot find, but I'll figure it out. Oh, I know why. Because it's under...
Damn, there's so many tabs.
I wrote a lot. I wrote a lot for this.
You put a fucking lot.
Oh, no, wait. This is the... Oh, yeah, the floor 2. Because the puzzle room was the mirror room, which you had to walk through the mirror. And it wasn't even a puzzle because you could have easily just walked out the door.
Yeah.
The sitting room, the tea room, which I didn't need to write down because I just knew that. And then the secret door, which was you had to reveal a secret in order for the door
Right.
to
Yeah.
open. Yep.
Yeah, remember that.
Oh yeah.
That was.
Although
you
I
know,
don't-
I love D&D.
D&D's great. There was one thing, the stub your toe room. Yes, the stub your toe room. That's what it was. There was also something that I forgot that I put for the graveyard that I didn't. Oh wait, I also didn't put the other thing. But there is trivia. There was going to be a beautiful stone statue in the graveyard that had been lovingly carved. Everything about the statue would have been perfect apart from a chip on the foot and a name that had been scratched out. It would have been implied that this was a figure sculpted by Lorenzo and had been abandoned. It was designed to have been his first work and he wasn't pleased with it, so he placed it in a more final resting place.
Hey. Fuck you.
What? What?
Lorenzo is terrible.
He is, but there's something about him, you know, that just keeps coming back. He's an interesting character. I hate him, but he's interesting.
He's a very interesting character, but I fucking hate him. Like in the satisfying character way.
Oh,
you know?
yeah, he's a piece of shit, but like he's kind of
And like I want him
Very
to stay 1,000 feet. I want him to stay like 1,000 feet away from Magna at all times.
Yeah, stay away.
Yeah.
There isn't. It doesn't exist. It would have, but it doesn't. I'm spitting on him. Me too. And originally there was going to be a Laveau family mausoleum that has Lord Aloysius Laveau's name on it, despite his body not being buried there, because they just assumed negative. Yeah, I mean, spitting on. Well, okay, never mind. I take it back. I was like, some people might have positive spitting, I guess, but
Oh, this is splitting, not spitting.
Oh. No.
Oh,
That
do you know
says
what splitting?
No, that says spitting.
Oh, why did I think it said splitting? Never mind. I misread.
I was like,
I
what?
read it as splitting, and I'm like, me too, bitch. I am also splitting on this man. Fuck this man, but you
Oh,
know
I
what?
mean,
I love him
yeah.
as a character. But yes, definitely a negative spitting on this man.
Yeah, that's the stinky
Listen,
man. Stinky gross man.
Jason and I have talked about the polycule like going
Murdering
with
him in
for
his home.
vengeance. Yeah, it's like
Murder.
Amir, Dimitri, and Birin going after Lorenzo
Did
for
I
what he pulled with
update-
Magna.
Wait, did I update the newest Clocked In episode? I did. I
Mhm.
completely forgot. I was like, did I add it? I did. Yeah, after discovering the eldritch force attached to Antony and the fiend acting as Didi's patron, Rami begins to dig deeper into the ideologies of the Order of Origin and their beliefs. Sarah starts the day off with a new and improved Quill and follows up with their family about an up-and-coming trip home. Didi gains some courage and takes the initiative in overhearing a conversation at Gold Standard. The crew also runs into some suspicious characters in the elevator shaft after getting stuck in transit.
You write really good descriptions.
Thank you. I try my best. Yeah. At some point, because I have a feeling that there are going to be a lot of Clocked In episodes, I should break them down into arcs.
Yeah.
So I might do that at some point. And just move the summaries to the episode page.
Yeah.
But that's for another day, because that's a lot. Also, I need to figure out how I'm going to organize character pages, especially because there's going to be biography and lore stuff with actual story elements
Mm-hmm.
that I'm going to need to do after... What's it? Fucking, you know.
Oh, we'll have to change Didi's class.
Well, I can do that now.
Yeah, because she's a warlock.
Do you know of just Warlock of...
I know it's fiend based. I
I'll
don't
just
remember.
do Warlock. Yep, there we go. Easy enough. Done and done. I guess.
Ew. Oh my gosh.
Bless you.
I don't know where that sneeze came from, but
Bless your face.
thank you.
Wow. We first
The
started...
Lord sure did.
All right.
I don't know. I don't know what that was.
Episode 1 of Clocked In aired September of last year.
We took a few months off. Okay.
We did, but wow. I also love the fact that Welcome to Nexilis started February 15th of last year.
Holy smokes. We've done a lot since then.
Yeah. We've done Welcome to Nexilis. We've done the Nexilis Wedding one-shot, Lotus House, Clocked In, Verbena, and Aylmere.
We have so much.
There's a lot of shit. There's a lot
so
of
much.
shit here. There's so much. Like a bunch of stuff. I also want to make the front page pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta pretty it up.
Also, Shusho, if you ever want to share any of those screen caps from chat,
please,
please.
Yes.
Because if they make like for good Instagram or Twitter posts, I may ask if you don't mind if I share them on our social media.
It's so good.
Yeah, because God, I love seeing the screen caps. I always love watching chat.
Have rules? Did I write rules? There are no rules.
No rules. Rule of cool.
No.
But also, it is starting to get close to wrap up time.
I was gonna say it's probably a good time to start shutting things down for the night.
I think this is a good wrap up point. But this was a very fun stream.
Yeah, and we are no longer at 25 pages. We're now at 36.
Hey, look at that. Holy
I mean,
shit.
more stuff needs to be added, but it's a work in
Yeah.
progress.
Yeah. At some point, you and I need to sit so that I can start adding stuff to Welcome to Nexilis and Clocked In.
Yes. Yes, that's true.
And Shusho, as always, we welcome any notes, screen caps, anything, opinions, whatever.
Literally anything.
I mean, like, I'm
Because
sure that we can start also putting art on the wiki pages, and
oh yeah,
if
of course.
if anyone wants their artwork on the wiki page, then we'll be sure to link to you.
Yeah, because I would love to have more visuals apart
Yes.
from just these logos and screenshots from our YouTube videos. And
Yep.
2 maps.
Yep.
The Nexilis map and the Aelmir map.
Yep.
And I mean, at some point, Lotus House is going to get all of Cecil's maps.
Yes, for Lotus House.
I want my Tadbot Walter as a historic piece. Ask and you shall receive.
That will be on the wiki.
Oh, for sure.
Yes. And also, any Nexilis art that you have that you are okay with me posting on Thesperience or Nexilis social media, please just send to me.
And I know I have a bunch saved, but it should probably come from you directly if it's something that you want to be included. I mean, I have it saved for personal enjoyment, but if you have a piece that you would like to be put up on the wiki, definitely send it over.
Yes.
And with information of how you want to be credited.
Yes,
and links
please.
that you want to be included if you want it to be linked back to social media accounts or cards or anything like that.
Yeah.
Make sure you let us know so we can properly credit you and direct people towards more of your work.
Yes, and then when you set up commission pages, please be sure to send those over as well, because we will be needing artists for future projects. So we'll want to know your rates.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah. Before we wrap up, I guess we should give a little quick shout out to our sponsors for Thesperience and Nexilis.
Do you want me to? You paused. Do you want me to do it, or do you want to do it?
Oh, well, I mean, I can, because normally we do Grinding Coffee Co. and Conundrum House. So I can do Conundrum House and then you can do Grinding Coffee Co.
Sure.
Hey, hell yeah. So first off is going to be our sponsor with Conundrum House, which is a Oregonian family business that is a game store and library specifically for mystery games. So if you want to come and play Hunt a Killer or solve Sherlock Holmes puzzles or try a new mystery tabletop RPG, they have all of these things available, kind of like a library. You can check games out, but you have to pay for a membership. But they do also have an online store where you can buy things and have them sent directly to your home. And it's great for like a good safe night in. You can get all sorts of great games. And they also like to partner with small indie developers. And there's like a dice maker that they sell the dice of, and they're like a local dice maker. So it's really nice. And Conundrum House also loves to do a lot of charity and social and cultural events. And also, if you engage with them on social media, so if you interact with their Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or whatever, that's me. Hello, I am behind yet another social media page. So we help them out and they help us out. It's really great. So be sure to check them out, support them, show them the love. And if you do decide to buy anything from them, if you use the link in the chat, which will also be in the YouTube description, and use the promo code Thesperience, you'll get 15% off of your order, and it'll help our streams a little bit. So you'll be helping a small indie business and also be helping some small indie streams. Yeah. Now, you know what goes great with solving a murder? Drinking coffee.
I mean, you're right. That's like the whole vibe.
Yeah.
But yeah, are you queer or do you want to be queerer? Well then, get your little queer patootie over to grindingcoffee.co and consider getting yourself some of that gay agenda.
Yeah,
It's great, honestly. You can
it's really
drink
good.
it as is with your favorite fixins or with hot chocolate, as we figured out, making a
So
great
good.
mocha, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Um, definitely go see what else they have. They have cold brew, they have regular coffee, um, they have decaf. They
Mm-hmm.
are working on some teas if they don't have it already, but it is in the works if it's not up there. And if you're not a coffee person or if your tum tum can't handle it, consider looking at some of the other things they have on their website. They have masks to protect your pretty little queer face from the panini.
Mm-hmm.
They have mugs that have their amazing logo on it, which is a skull drinking coffee. Like, that is metal as fuck. They
Yeah.
also have sweatshirts, and I think they have t-shirts
Yes.
as well that have designs on them
Mm-hmm.
for Grinding Coffee Co. So go check those out. If you use code Nexilis Games at checkout, or if you use our link that's in the chat, you can get a discount of 15% off because it's Pride Month. Normally it's 10%, but because it's Pride and we're all queer here, you can get 15% off, which is uh, a little bit something special. A little something special.
Yeah, there's a little some, you know?
Tis the season.
Yeah, of gay.
Yeah, tis the gay
Yep.
season. So there is that.
Yep. And also, seeing as yesterday was Juneteenth, it is also very important to note that Grinding Coffee Co. is a Black queer-owned company.
Yes.
So going and buying coffee from them will actually directly support like Black coffee makers and Black artists. And I believe they were both in the medical, or are both also in the medical field, trying to like help their communities during this, global panini. So it's a really wonderful company. They make delicious products like coffees, and I'm really excited to try their teas. Um, and yeah, and we're really lucky to be, and honored to be partnered with them. So
Yeah, they're really cool. Also,
yeah.
be on the lookout in the future. We do have some other partnerships and sponsorships in the works that are going to be
Yes.
really cool, and we're going to be changing up the way we handle intermissions a little bit. And the
Mm-hmm.
way we do our advertisements, but I can assure you that they are going to still be as fun and entertaining as they are when we're scrambling for 30 minutes to try to figure out how to shout out our sponsors. But we're just going to do it in a more concrete and organized way. So be on the lookout in the near future for updated advertisement space for all of our
Yeah.
wonderful partners and sponsorships that we are working with or planning on getting something organized and worked out with for future stuff. I guess.
Yeah. We have, I think, two in the moment that are currently in the works.
Yes.
So we're waiting to get like actual concrete. We're gonna let the ink dry, so to speak, and then we'll start to announce. But it's very exciting.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah. So that please check out our sponsors. And if speaking of like sponsors and supporting our streams, there are now even more ways that you can help directly and financially support our streams. If Twitch is your favorite way to go, we do get some money from donations and bits and, memberships and subscriptions and all that, but we don't get that much. So you can also always go check out our Patreon, where you can be a monthly donor for anywhere from $1 a month to $100 a month. There are over 10 different price options kind of just throughout. And so for any price range, 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, it goes. And then you can get exclusive merchandise there because we don't have a merch store open yet. So right now, the best place to get any merchandise is our Patreon. And once we get to making $500 a month, we will actually be able to open and run and maintain a merch store. So once we hit 500, we'll start to work on getting merchandise put together and use that money to make physical merchandise. And the more money we make through our monthly revenues, the more that we can create for you all. But if a monthly donation isn't your thing and you prefer a one-time donation, we have recently set up a Buy Me a Coffee It's just Thesperience. So you can go ahead and follow us there. We'll kind of have some similar perks for monthly supporters over there as well. But you won't get early access or merchandise through Buy Me a Coffee. You'll just get the weekly updates. And we will soon have a Ko-fi, so you can support us through Ko-fi as well. And as earlier mentioned, all of our homebrew tabletop content when available. So we're not expecting it to go up anytime too terribly soon, but when available, our homebrew tabletop content will be available on Itch.io, on Thesperience Itch.io. So you can go ahead and give us a follow for updates about those. And all of these are ways that you can support our streams financially for now. But even if finances aren't something that you can expend for us right now, sharing our streams, watching our streams, promoting our content, listening, enjoying, posting about it, if you make something inspired by it, sharing it with us, like all of it means the world, and telling your friends about it is also a huge help. So all of it's appreciated, and as is you coming and hanging out with us in the chat tonight.
Yeah, I was gonna say a huge way to sponsor us and support us, and is to show up for us. Is to come out, hang out with us if you can, watch our VODs, comment on our VODs, share them, and just enjoy what we are creating.
Yeah. Also, if you're ever going back and watching the VODs and there's ever a clip or scene that's particularly funny that you would like to see on TikTok or as a separate YouTube video, or would like a GIF of, please do not hesitate to make comments in the YouTube comments. So like, hey, this bit would make a funny GIF, because we desperately want to make more GIFs and more clips to put online.
And I've seen people who don't watch our streams use our GIFs. So
yeah,
so more. We got to saturate the GIF market with our faces.
Yes. So if you ever find clips or bits that are particularly good for that, then please comment and let us know. So yeah, all right. I think that is all for now. Oh, well, let me share the link for our Patreon and everything in the chat. That might be a good idea. So if anyone wants to check out how to support us, also, if you're watching this on YouTube, you will be able to find all of these links in the YouTube description. So those will be available there as well. All right. Well, Jason, was there anything else on your end?
No. Honestly, I don't. Definitely catch us next week with next week's episode of Verbena. It was going to be tonight, but we're going to move it to next week. So next Monday is going to be the continuation of All Aboard the SS Verbena, and then the following week is going to be our episode of Clocked In. So if you haven't gotten caught up yet, all episodes and sessions and streams are updated on YouTube in their respective folders, so you can go on ahead and watch those in your free time to get caught up with the story so far. And then if you are caught up, then that's the next installment is going to be next Monday for Verbena.
Yeah, very excited.
Yeah. Pirates and boats.
Yeah, we love it. And a bunch of gays.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's to, that's to be expected with us.
Hell yeah. It's truly the era of gay piracy, and it's happening. And
yeah,
oh
yeah.
All right.
I'm aware. Yeah.
All right, everyone, have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you so much for spending this time with us. We cannot wait. Maybe we should do more streams like this, because this was a lot of fun. We'll see. If nothing else, we have a lot to work on. So
yeah, for sure.
Plenty of things that we could work on stream.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so we'll look into that in the near future. But you've had a long day, so we should all probably hop on out of here.
Skedaddle.
All right. Everyone, please be sure to get yourself a glass of water and a small snack if you haven't eaten recently. Take your medications if you need to. Take good care of yourself the rest of this week so that we can see you this next Monday for all aboard the SS Verbena. I'm very excited to see how the rest of this mess goes. We're finally back on the Verbena after having to get off the pirate ship. So let's see what the ship's status is when we're back.
We'll find out. I still got to figure it out. But that's yes, the life of a DM, figuring out what the hell happens next for people to figure out what the hell happens next. It's a whole thing.
And then you kind of just improv. You kind of just end up improving most of it anyway.
The amount of stuff that has been yanked from my butthole is ridiculous.
Yep.
Yep.
God. All right. Love you all very much. Thank you all so much for coming by. We cannot wait to see you all next week. Keep an eye on our social media pages for further updates about our projects. And that is all. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.